I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without Chai, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Intrigue the Incredible, straight out the ATL.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama.
It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
checking in from Tennessee. It's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2 division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, aka the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbad 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people, there is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBD for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
Good morning. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. We're here to talk about the Independence 4th of July fireworks card taking place in Cleveland. This is going to be the big fight that we will be getting together after Border Wars here in Castleberry, Florida, and Orlando. We would be at the Stadium Club in Orlando watching this fight as a community. And listen, Top Rank, The Zone, they really, really did us a favor and giving us a treat here by swapping out the shorter, weaker Joe Cordina. By weaker, I just feel that he is less durable than the undefeated 6-foot Albert Bell, a.k.a. Alberto Campana. shout out to Treese that coined that name because he believed that Albert would have to change his name to a Spanish last name just to get a fight. And luckily for Albert, that wasn't the case. This is a Cinderella story for him, as he did get the call to step in late notice and replace Joe Cordina, who was struggling with visa issues. But that was, we found out later, that stemmed from a altercation that took place on video, and he is probably going through some legal issues which do not allow him to travel. That being said, the main event, Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell for Abdullah Mason's WBO lightweight championship title. Mason just won this vacant belt to become a world champion when he defeated Sam Noakes back in November 22nd on the undercard. I believe, if I am not mistaken, let me just go to BoxRec because, yeah. But I think it was on the November card as well, on the David Benavidez card. Possibly. I think so. And that's where he won the title. And this will be his first defense. So if I'm correct, then he has been out the ring quite some time. But after such a grueling fight, it's understandable. I was correct, and his last fight versus Sam Noakes was on November 22nd on the undercard of David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard, with the co-main of Devin Haney and Brian Norman. And Abdullah had a good back-and-forth fight with Sam Noakes, who was a gamed opponent and certainly did not come to lay down. So the time off was probably necessary due to the sustained punishment. While Abdullah is a great fighter, or looks to be a great fighter, he's an entertainer and likes to, live up to that. So he is getting hit, Noakes was able to land. So the time off probably was necessary. He comes back now to a very dangerous fight. Not only is it dangerous because you're dealing with a 6-foot Albert Bell who's undefeated and doesn't know how to lose, but it's also a difficult fight because it was thrown at you a week out. So you have to pivot and adjust your entire game plan. And it's short notice. So who knows what's going to happen. But it is a very good card. I think it's going to produce some decent fireworks. And I'm expecting Mason to potentially come out on top and impress us. I do believe that Albert Bell has a shot, but at 33 and not really having been in a hard fight, I can't remember the last time Albert Bell suffered some adversity, right? So when's the last time he got punched in the face and had to clinch, seen some stars, felt hurt? And he might feel all of those in there with the very aggressive Abdullah Mason. Now, there are some rumors that these guys are familiar with each other and they've sparred 3 times or more. And there's some rumors that maybe Abdullah Mason was at a disadvantage and Albert Bell got the better of him in a few of those sessions. We'll see if that translates and if it's true. But for a reason, Albert Bell pivoted from the less experienced Andy Cruz in the professional ranks, suffering a loss to Murataya. So think about that. Albert Bell was scheduled and in training camp to face Andy Cruz. Got a phone call, pulled out of the Andy fight to take the title fight on short notice. The same 10 days or so that Abdullah was given, which means A, he values becoming a world champion tremendously. B, the rumors are true and he did get the better of Mason and he feels more comfortable taking on Mason. Or C, the rumored $650,000, the title shot, the home state fight just made more sense altogether than fighting Cruz. But again, there was a long play with the Cruz fight. You beat Cruz, you're in line for that title shot. And you got a big name under your belt. And there is a solidified next payday because you beat Cruz. You beat Mason, all those things still apply. But if you lose to Mason, it's back to the back of the bus. Back to the end of the line. And at 33, I don't think that Bell can afford that. So again, I question him taking this fight. Is it because he is familiar with Abdullah? Abdullah is clearly younger than him. Have they been sparring more than we think? Does Bell believe his chances fare better with the younger Abdullah, who's from his home state, versus the plethora of experience that the Olympian has had in Andy Cruz? So it is an interesting fight, and I'm excited to see how Abdullah handles it and how Bell, how Bell is able to capitalize on this particular opportunity. But the undercard, probably not as strong as we would have wanted, but a decent undercard nonetheless in the co-main event. The WBC newly crowned featherweight champion, Bruce Shu Shu Carrington, going to be taking on Rene Palacios. Carrington is continuing to build, and that's a good thing because a lot of people, want to see him with anyway. So Palacio is an unbeaten, but really never been tested champion, or should I say championship level fighter, making this major leap into the competition level of Shu Shu. So for Shu Shu, I assume he's going to use his speed and establish that, mix up levels, go to the body, look for the knockout like he normally does, prevent Palacio from doing anything offensively, specifically setting those feet. Carrington should win based off his speed and power and how he's looked with other fighters. He's got really good counterpunching ability. Tiger Johnson's going to be taking on Christopher Guerrero. This is probably one of the best best fights on the card. Tiger continues to impress. He continues progressing fight after fight. The Nicholas Floss win was beautiful. And Guerrero is an unbeaten fighter. He's an unbeaten fighter, so we'll see, how Tiger handles that. But I expect Tiger to win. I expect him to control the distance. He's got a really good jab and a solid right hand that he could put behind that. We'll see if Guerrero can add that pressure. Guerrero in English, or should I say Spanish, means warrior. We'll see, does he fight with that warrior spirit? Does he bring that, pressure that he's going to have to, or he's going to need in order to disrupt Tiger? He's a very composed fighter. And I need Tiger to keep winning because I watched that DAZN interview, and boy, whatever he and Devin got going on, he doesn't like Devin anymore. And every question that was negative, it was like the answer was Devin Haney. So I thought that was funny because he's not explaining the beef. So, those that know. Those that are assuming. But if he can continue winning, it can slowly build. I mean, if Keyshawn can get a fight for beating Jermaine Taylor, Dennis Baranchek, and Nahir Albright, well then, maybe this gentleman can get a scrap as well if he puts together some wins. But it starts with Christopher Guerrero. I predict Guerrero's durable. So I'm going to go with Tiger by decision. If he can knock out Guerrero, then he starts to become a threat because he really did a number on the Puerto Rican Dominican. He's really Dominican, but born in Puerto Rico, or raised, whatever. Nicholas Floss. He really beat up Nicholas Floss, and that was impressive. Quite impressive. The Boca Chica win, impressive. The Kendo knockout, impressive. Yomar Alomar, I'm pretty sure that's a common opponent with Hitchens. So all that matters to me. Hitchens was able to stop Alamo. But look, that was 2 years ago. We're in 2026. And obviously he's been having forward progression. Since Alamo, he stopped Kendo and defeated unanimously wide Boca Chica, a guy that dropped Brian Norman, and then slept Nicholas Floss, a guy that beat. I hate that he beat my boy, Jahad Tucker, who you just seen look fantastico. Right? Didn't he beat Jahad? Pretty sure he beat Jahad. Yeah, he got a majority over Jahad, man. So, Floss is a really good win for Tiger. I was impressed, and he slept that boy. Like, night-night status, So that's a little underrated fight, man. Don't sleep on this Tiger Johnson fight, and let's hope that he does good, because we need that welterweight division to get nice and stacked if you look over on the Zuffa side, you got Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez. You got Hitchens that just moved up. Shakur is officially signed to Zuffa and doesn't want to fight at 47. And now we see what Zuffa was trying to do. They was trying to sign 47-pounders. So there is no 40. So Shakur's going back down to 35 because I believe Dan Rayfield. If Dan Rayfield says Shakur is officially signed to Zuffa according to his sources, well, then he's with Zuffa, which means he's not going to 47. You know what else, bro? You know what else? I'm not going to say no name because the business isn't done, but there was a very popular 140-pounder that was going to go to Zuffa. The deal was sweet, but they wanted him to be a 47. And while he's with it, not immediately. So it's kind of the Shakur story all over again. Ironically enough, for my hardcores who really follow the sport, they're actually intertwined. So maybe with that little clue, you can get it, because I cannot say no more. But he ain't going to Zuffa, and he'll be making an announcement soon, which is a good thing. But yeah, Zuffa eliminating divisions is causing issues with signings. Because now that's two guys. Well, again, Shakur is still taking it, but that's only because he can make 35. So it's like they wanted him at 47. He ain't with the 47. But he's popular enough. He's the biggest Zuffa signing if and when it becomes official. So, you know, that 35-pound division becomes appealing with him in it. YouTube available to hit that thumbs up and drop a comment in the live chat, the power chat. We're here for the 4th of July fireworks. Mason versus Bell. Bell versus Mason. Last minute put together fantastico fight. Albert Campana getting his long awaited shot. Can he get his Tevin Farmer moment, or will the young Abdullah Mason continue to prove that he is the future of the sport? His brother, Abdurraham Mason, is going to be on the card, and he's going to be taking on Olivo Carabar. I'm going to predict Mason to win in his home. But Abdullah Mason headlining in front of his hometown, you know, accepting the tough replacement. I think that's the big story here, you know. Abdullah truly showing us he's championship material. And he's receiving one of the biggest opportunities of his career here. If he can shine on this moment on 4th of July weekend, Top Rank is going to put all the money behind him. They know that he doesn't have that destructive personality of others. And they can put money behind him, and there won't be any fights in the locker room. He's a respectable young man, a religious young man, a disciplined young man. All he needs to do is show that he can sell, and the world will be his oyster. Carrington, hopefully, you know, he impresses so that he can keep chasing that pound-for-pound recognition. Not that these performances will put him on the list, but these performances will potentially get him that fight with the pound-for-pound anyway. again, just tripling down. Tiger, you got to do your thing. He's inching closer and closer to that contender status where he will be forced to get a title shot. And as a welterweight, if he really has issues with Devin, he needs wins so that the WBO can get him ranked and potentially become the mandatory. But is Albert Bell the toughest stylistic matchup for Mason? I say yes. What about you? If Mason shines, can he become boxing's next American superstar? Does Bruce Shu Shu Carrington score another statement-making knockout victory? Which undercard fight has the potential for an upset? I'm going to be real. Maybe Vega calls in the hardcore and AC and big money. Keem, some hardcores, because I think maybe it's the Tiger fight. Guerrero, he's pretty good. Not good, but like durable, undefeated. So we'll see. We'll see, can Tiger Johnson become a title challenger in 2027? Can he move up those WBO rankings and get in position to get some revenge with Devin the Dream Haney? Which Mason brother has the highest ceiling? There's always a brother that outshines the others. In this instance, or in this case, it's Abdullah outshining the others. Jermell outshined his brother. Vitali was always perceived to be the more dangerous Klitschko. Callum, the better Smith. Keyshawn, the better Davis. So there's always a brother that outshines. Who has the higher ceiling? Is it Mason because he's in the lead, or have we not seen the rest of the Mason brothers get to level up just yet? Discord is available. X Spaces also available. We have a community poll. Which fighter delivers the biggest 4th of July performance in Cleveland? Is it Abdullah Mason? 73% say yes. Bruce Shu Shu Carrington? 23%. Tiger Johnson? 5%. Someone else? 0%. Alrighty then. Phone lines are open. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Discord available. X Spaces available. We are talking the 4th of July scrap. Abdullah Mason being a brave man and taking on Albert Bell on short notice in what is going to be potential fireworks. We got Rayochenko on the check-in. What is up?
Boys!
What up?
Yo, live chat, power chat. How we doing?
We chillin'.
Hey, man. Say, man. Midwest Mafia. We taking over. Let's go. Albert Bell. Campana. Man, he's about to put on a show. I can't wait. Albert Bell might win fighter of the night. So I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be amazing. As for the undercard, bro, hey, Shu Shu, he almost got knocked out by that Marcos dude.
Did you get a
Rafa.
call?
He never
Okay,
calls
you
out.
back. You back. You had
Oh,
disappeared
my
on us,
bad.
fam.
I'm sorry, family. You know, I got my Kenichi Bears. I'm cruising right now. I'm probably in and out of service, you know.
Wow.
Hey, but look, I was saying, Shao Kenichi, but every time Shu Shu has the mic and has the glitz and the glamour, he never calls out anybody. Never calls out anybody. And then he goes on Twitter and calls out Rafa, says Rafa Espinosa is the best fight for him. And I think that's just the new crop of fighters. It's the new generation. Now that I'm thinking about it right now, it's this weird thing where when you have the moment, you don't seize it. These fighters have the moment to call X person out. Boots could have stepped to Crawford. Instead, he crossed his arms. You know, Sebastian Fundora could have got that face off with Zayas. Instead, he put his sister in front of him. Shu Shu Carrington never calls out Rafa Espinosa, but the moment he gets on Twitter after the fight, he calls out Rafa Espinosa. It's weird. So I'm not big on this guy. I want him to take this victory and call out Rafa. Call out the big dogs. You saw what happened at that Zuffa card. That dude called out Leo. He called out Leo. Omar Trinidad, he called out Leo. That's what you got to do. You got to seize the moment. Not no, oh, I'm not going to give him PR. I'm not going to give him publicity. From a standpoint, I hear you. But also, you got to build your legacy. You got to build your career. You got to build your narratives. Anytime they had the camera on Tank, he would say, man, abso-fucking-lutely. I'd beat the shit out of all of them. And he never fought any of them. But it's you got to sell. You got to sell. And these motherfuckers don't sell, bro. They get on Twitter. But that's my call. Shout TBV. Smack that like button. It's free. And shout out to the illest, trillest podcast in the whole motherfucking galaxy, T motherfucking B. B. Let's go.
Rayo, appreciate the energy, champ. Thank you for calling in. Phone lines are open. Discord is available. If you're looking to call in and talk this weekend's fight, now is the time. We're doing previews and predictions for Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell. What I believe is going to be a good fight. I am shocked we don't have callers. I thought that Abdullah was the next up. Wow. But I guess it's going to be a short one. This will be a record. We've never had a 38-minute show. Dula needs his fans ASAP. It's crazy because he's such a good fighter. He's never in a boring fight, and you know, he has the vulnerability. We've seen him be hit. We've seen him be put down. So that adds to the excitement. It's not like Tank, who seems to be invincible, depending on who's across the ring from him, right? So strange that you guys are not into it. I get see, and that's what it is, bro. Like Crawford struggled with this as well. It seems like us as inner city people, if you ain't acting a fool, we don't fuck with you, right? Because Andre Ward didn't get the love. Crawford didn't get the love. Yeah, Crawford got it at the end, and whatever. He's still part of this equation because it took forever to get that shine. And people's complaint was, oh, he don't talk enough. He don't do enough interviews. We don't see his personality. So maybe that's what's going on with Mason. While he's a killer in the ring like Crawford, outside of the ring, it's like out of the ring, out of sight, out of mind. So y'all forget about Mason. Whereas a guy like Tank, he out here, you know, making TMZ headlines all the time. So you're forced to remember him? I don't know. I'm just like pretty shocked, bro. Pretty shocked. that Mason isn't getting the love. You know, he's an exciting fighter. He's clearly taking a risk here. We could have been reporting on him not accepting the Albert Bell fight and, you know, debating with his fans about whether or not he was right to not do it because Bell was, you know, a banana peel 10 days out. I'm sure we would have been having debates about, oh, he should have took the fight because of his fans and the tickets. Now he's got a refund. So he did the right thing, and you guys are still not interested. Funny, though, right? Because we were doing the boots, and I think it was Mike, who's just a fucking hater. So I got my answer there, but I'll keep talking anyway. But I think it was Mike to say, oh, it's Abdullah Mason's week. We're supposed to be doing previews and predictions. And I'm like, bro, you know, that's not a Las Vegas fight. They don't get a fighter arrival on a Tuesday. They don't get probably a live stream media workout. They're probably not even going to get that. So, you know, I felt like there was time to do the previews and predictions. Today is Wednesday. Good day, hump day. You know, halfway through the week, almost to the weekend, almost to the big fight, 2 days away from the weigh-in. Perfect time to make previews and predictions, to preview the fight, let you know who's going to be on it, give you an opportunity to make your prediction on who's going to win. And again, if this were Joe Cordina, then I'd get it. But fuck, bro. 2 Americans. Albert Bell has been signed to Top Rank. He's been around for some time, and it's not getting any buzz. And maybe that's because the change came 10 days out, and it's just hard to generate any interest in 10 days. And this will be one of those situations where the fight itself will have that replay value because people didn't know these two dudes were going to, you know, lock horns. Then they find out after the fight. It ends up being a good fight, and everybody goes back to watch it. But I think this is a really underrated fight. I cannot believe that this whack-ass community isn't here to preview and predict what. Fuck, isn't it 50-50? Or at least 60-40? Like, how much credit are we giving Mason for being able to win a world title and not Bell? Mason had the backing of his promoter. Bell had that same promoter and could not get these opportunities. Remember, Shakur turned him down. The good fighters didn't want to fight Bell because of the stylistic matchup. And again, more reason why there should be dozens of hardcores tuned in saying, oh, look at this young guy doing what Shakur didn't do. Accepting the fight that Shakur didn't accept. Taking it on short notice. But fuck. Is it Black Friday? Is it Prime Day? How are y'all this busy? I'll tell you one thing. In about 15 more minutes, though, my next vlog is going to drop. So check that out on my Nesta Gibbs channel. Busy or not. And drop a comment for sure. Join my Telegram at NestGTO. Hit me up there, and I'll send you the link to the Telegram group, Health and Optimization. Phone lines are open if you guys want to call in. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Zoom as well to give you more abilities to call in and see can we entice people to call in and talk about what I believe is going to be a great fight. But if not, this will double as your last call for callers, right? Like, if there's no callers, you know, I'm going to go do my thing. It is an off day. We went to the gym. We made it. We made it. We did it. We did it. So today is an off day. So I get to relax. But yeah, man, if there's no callers, I'm up out of here, man. I'm going to put these links in the description, though, to make it simple. Remember, you are going to have to refresh the YouTube video or close out your YouTube app on your cell phone and reopen it. That way, the link will show up. But if you're trying to help get some callers and you yourself can't call in, the best thing to do is share the show. Share it on your social media. Give us a retweet, a repost, quote retweet, thumbs up. All those things help this episode get in the eyes of other boxing fans. And then potentially we get those callers we need, not only today, but every day. You know, this way people understand the Breakfast Club of Boxing gets you through your work day, whether you're working morning shift, night shift, weekends. We here. This weekend we did like 3 episodes on Saturday and 2 episodes on Sunday. 1 for the boxing channel and obviously 1 for the Nestor Gibbs YouTube channel, where we do a podcast every weekend on the Nestor Gibbs channel. And I'm just buying time here to, as I get these links for you into the description. But if you want to call in, I'm taking calls on X right now. That's available. Discord is available. And now the Zoom is available. And the landline also available. These options are all in the description. Once again, if you don't see it, you haven't refreshed. Once you refresh or close out your YouTube app, you will see it. We got Alex Vega on a check-in. What is up?
Good morning. What's up, Nestor Gibbs? How are you?
How are you?
I'm chilling, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate the topic. Salute to the chat girls. Man, in regards to the topic, yeah, nah, man, it's a pretty interesting main event. For I guess I don't know. There's so many ways to describe it. Surprising. It's a good fight. You got the young champion facing the veteran who's never been given an opportunity, and it's on short notice. I think I could understand your perspective when I've heard your opinion. This is like a red alert, to be honest. How did this matchup be made? And I think the best way to put it, most likely, is Abdullah Mason. He must have said yes. Was probably I'm gonna assume, we shouldn't assume, but let's just create a scenario here. We could assume possibly they probably didn't really want him to do it, but he probably pushed for it. Didn't want the fight to be canceled in his hometown headlining. Uh, knows Albert Bell from sparring. Probably feels he can beat everybody and anybody in the world, and probably pushed it through with him, his brothers being on the show. Um, wanting to put on for his family and his people. It's funny, right? They said Xander was quote unquote forced to take on the boots. So what was Mason forced to take Albert Bell on short notice? Is that going to be a narrative too? You got to love it, man. At the end of the day, it is a very intriguing fight. It's going to be difficult to predict due to it being on short notice. Yeah, both guys were in camp, but they weren't getting prepared for each other. Though Albert Bell was getting ready for an Olympic guy with what 10 or less fights. in Andy Cruz, and uh, Abdullah Mason was getting ready for a guy that had more experience but was smaller, and Joe Cordina. So way different game plans. Had to switch it up, fix them up. Shout out to Kingborn. Uh, and honestly, yeah, I've seen Albert Bell fight. I know a lot of people haven't. He's good. He's very good. Uses his height and distance well. Um, I seen him have guys in trouble, and kind of does what people don't like. He will cruise. He definitely will cruise to victory. Um, the issue is that the competition isn't nowhere near the top. I remember I saw the Keith Hunter fight. I saw him smash what's his name, Jason Velez. And honestly, bro, I can't even recall who else, like the other person's name, which it's not fair to Albert Bell. I think he's very good, but honestly, because of the level of opposition, the guys, the older guys, the smaller guys, it makes it tough to really, really say how good he is. And this is an opportunity for him to display it. I've had discussion with people about this fight, and I'll tell you this: I agree. I forgot who said this. I doubt they ever would have made this fight with a full camp for Abdullah Mason to take on Albert Bell. My feeling is the real final thing was not just it was in Cleveland, not just it was going to open up this TNT partnership, but they must know something. Maybe from the sparring, the last sparring session, maybe they know something about Albert Bell going into camp. I heard he was in Colorado for the Andy Cruz camp. Maybe they know something's going on. Uh, there has to be something that they just, at the end of the day, they feel so confident. But there is a possibility, since people want to talk about others, that maybe this was kind of we had to make this happen. And this is the guy that's ready and available and easiest to make for whatever reason. At the end of the day, salute to Abdullah Mason for accepting this fight, because most people would never, not even just take the fight, but take an Albert Bell kind of guy on short notice. It should be saluted. It should be applauded. And hopefully it works out well for him to where others are gain more confidence in taking such risk, because this is a huge risk. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's keep it real. The undercard, not very exciting. Fight of the night, most likely, will be Tiger versus Christopher Guerrero. Guerrero is a Mexican-born, Canadian-raised pressure fighter. Bit of a brawler. Is known for having a sturdy chin. Comes in shape. 25 years old, undefeated. He stopped Courtney Pennington, which is a hard guy to stop. You're gonna see, oh yeah, he's been stopped 4 times and I don't know, like 10 losses. But I watched the Raul Curiel fight. That fight was a terrible stoppage. I mean, he was perfectly fine. As soon as Curiel landed a couple hard shots, that ref jumped in, and there was like a minute left or 30 seconds left, and Courtney was fine. And I mean, and Pennington has been in there with Santillan. He's been in there with Charles Conwell. He's made the distance with those guys. So that says something about Guerrero, maybe just being too young for a guy like Courtney. But he's gonna come to win. He's gonna come to fight. Always on those the Tiger management cards. But I fully expect Tiger to win. I mean, it's also that last performance that was on when we had Border Wars Atlanta. It was, I think, the eve of before it. He looked amazing. That was the Tiger people were waiting and hoping to see for some time. He can be a little too patient, a little too lack of aggression. In that fight, he was on. Man, was he on? That was to really show, like, hey, top rank, let's start pushing me, I think. And they put him on his hometown. That's going to be tough, man. That's a lot of hometown pressure. It's not just Abdullah, but yeah, this kid is from Cleveland as well. He wasn't as highly touted as an amateur, but made it all the way. I believe he won a bronze medal. He wasn't expected to do that. I don't think he was even expected to qualify, let alone medal. So He's a bit of an underdog. We all know the story. What happened? With him and being involved with the Haney team. It's tough. I look forward to it. This is definitely a fight I want to see, and I really hope everyone else tunes in because this is the kind of fight that I think will be exciting, but also I think it's good quality, especially with Tiger on the rise and Guerrero's toughness and being that in his prime, undefeated. He don't know how to lose. I don't think he. I think he believes he can beat Tiger. So that's a great matchup. The co-main. I like Shu Shu, man. I think he's really good. I do. I just think there's something, one of those things you just can't describe that's missing from that guy that you just feel confident that is elite. I think when you watch him, there's those moments he has it. I don't, but man, he's good. He's such a good dude. I like the way he carries himself. Extremely mature. I really don't want to talk down on him, but I would love for him to fight Espinosa. And I swore I've heard him verbally say he wants to chop that tree down. He wants that fight. Not just tweets, but I actually have said it in interviews. Um, I know he's tweeted about fighting Inoue and stuff like that. But I would love to see him against Espinosa. I think he's big, strong, and fast enough to compete. And I would definitely back him. I would definitely want to. I'll be supporting him if he fought him. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. I'm just not sure. Um, but he was tremendous in his last fight. You know, he got hurt in that fight, and he came back and opened up a can of whoop ass. That combination is one of those things on a highlight tape that I think every fighter would like to beat the tough, rugged, very good Carlos Castro. So I feel like I kind of like put him down to bring him up. But this kid that he's fighting, I know he got a win over Sagawa. And I remember kind of watching it, but not paying too much mind. I just can't really tell you too much about him, but it's a pressure guy. Um, Mexican, just gonna assume he's one of those guys that's gonna come and throw a lot of punches. So we'll see. We'll see. I just don't know how good he is, but we know Sagawa gave trouble to Carrington when they fought. But this is obviously that's a different style. So Sagawa was a southpaw. I don't think this guy's a southpaw. Bro, I really couldn't. I just can't remember. But yeah. So other than that, the Mason brothers, I know nothing about them besides they all look extremely alike. Bro, I saw a poster, right? And I just thought it was like different, what is it? Like different sides of Abdullah Mason, but it was the two brothers. I guess they're going to be on the prelims on the zone, or I don't know if they're going to do prelims on TNT. I have no idea. I haven't really seen too much promotion, though I've heard others mention it. But yeah, it's a cool card. Um, I'm hoping that it's exciting like the last card we had from the previous weekend. I think it has that potential for sure. Oh yeah, there's Scooter Davis. He's fighting a guy with 22 fights. Um, and that Scooter's fighting, it seems pretty durable. He went 10 with Jazza Dickens, and then he went the distance with somebody else. But he's coming off of he got stopped by one of these Canadian prospects. I seen this Canadian guy. He's decent. He's not so bad. I saw him on the undercard of what was that robbery? LaRon Richards and Albert Ramirez. So if that guy can stop him, I'm gonna say maybe Scooter can. But another one, I have question marks about Scooter. Beautiful body shot stoppages. Um, I want to see how good he is. Another guy, very mature, very impressive in any interview he's in. Just seems to have a great mindset and willingness to try to prove he's the best, to be the best he can be, to be not just a good fighter, but a good person. And you could also feel his meanness. So I look forward to see what he can do with a guy with 22 fights that I'm assuming also is going to try to come to win and possibly if things go wrong, try to survive and see how Scooter deals with that. Shout out to what's his name? What the fuck is his name? Mayor of Toledo, man. Treese. Let me build my fighter. They're building Scooter. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, man, main event, very interesting, very hard to call. Um, Fuck it, bro. We'll go with Mason. I'll say Mason decision. But honestly, bro, I feel like I'm picking blind. Like I said before, I just don't know how good Albert Bell is. I'm gonna go that he's pretty good. You said 50-50 fight. Okay. I can see that. Just the experience, just being around the game for a while, and also just being able to perfect his craft as much as he can as a professional. Well, Abdullah, he has weaknesses. We talk about, some people are calling him a younger Boots because his willingness to engage, to put himself in danger so he can open up a can of whoop ass himself. Um, People are going to say Albert Bell has no power, but it's the shots you don't see. Huh. Or if you put your positional mistakes, because Abdullah wants to fight so much, he makes those. He brings his feet together where he's square. You take a straight punch flush straight on the fucking chin, you can and most likely will be hurt. If not the first one, the second one, or eventually. So, fight. I think everyone should tune in. Um, you know, Fireworks usually go off like what 8, 10 o'clock. So this will be probably after that. I'm assuming 11, 11:30 main event. Definitely tune into Tiger. Hopefully Shu Shu puts on Scooter Davis, Mason Brothers. This is the All American affair, baby. Straight USA. Let's go for the July fireworks. TNT, the Zone. Tune in. All right, man. Appreciate the time.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in. Quest the best. What it do? Free to hit the thumbs up. Free to show support. Hit the retweet, the quote retweet. Take it away, Quest.
What's good? What's good? Yeah, I like this. I like this fight. Salute. I like this fight, man. I think Abdullah Mason's really he's really walking to the fire. I think he has that slogan, all the smoke or whatever. Something about smoke. I don't know. I gotta really look into it. But something about smoke. But he's really showing like, hey, I'm running to the smoke. Usually your replacement fight isn't as good as your original fight. Everybody can agree Albert Bell was better than Cordina. So for them to put in Bell for replacement is it's good. I think it's a better fight overall. I think they should have just went with Bell from the beginning. So I'm gonna be looking forward towards it. I don't know who I got though. I'm 50-50 on the fight. I don't know. I think Mason is good, but his last fight showed me a lot of stuff that he has to work on. It's kind of like the boots thing. Shout out to the last caller saying that about the boots and Mason comparison. Excuse me. I think they have a lot of comparisons as far as they just want to go and entertain. They don't really care about the far as how they look in the fight. They just want to get the win, whatever it takes. I feel like they strive off punishment. Some dudes get hit and then they start, getting weary and start thinking about stuff. I think the more you hit these type of fighters, the more they want to go out and punish you. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a different type of fight. When Shakur, it's a different type of man. It's a different type of mindset. Shakur doesn't like getting hit. He likes to really invade and really make you miss, and then hit you, and then Abdullah Mason, he likes to take the hit to get a hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a fan-friendly fight. I think people should be more behind these type of fighters. He's really willing to say, like, I'm going in there, I'm gonna just show, like, I'm better than everybody. I'm gonna go in there and punish everybody. I'm not gonna leave no doubt. So yeah, like his last fight with Noakes, I think he really has to cover up some of them holes. His defense doesn't look good, and a guy like Bell can really exploit it. Noakes wasn't on that level like Bell. Bell has a lot of fights. He has a lot of experience. Noakes was kind of on the same level as Mason. And he took him to the 12. I can see this fight going 12, and I can also see Mason knocking out Bell. I really don't see Bell winning this fight other than decision. Like, Bell's not a knockout artist. I don't really see Bell just knocking out dudes. I know boxing is like anybody can get knocked out, but I just don't see Bell knocking out Mason. Mason got hit by some guys and got up. You know what I'm saying? And Mason has a good chin. He has a good chin. He can take a shot. He's showing right now that, he's durable. So it's a great fight. I don't really know too much about the undercard.
This is coming out next week.
I know Shu. Who? All right, but yeah, I know Shu Shu is like in a good fight. I think Tiger Johnson's in a great fight. And the thing about Tiger Johnson, man, he's really on that thing where I'm gonna attach my name to Devin Haney. I think where he is he wants the big names. I know he wants the big names, and Top Rank hasn't gave him that yet, and it's kind of disappointing because I think he's on that Devin Haney level. I think he can be a champion. I think he does have the attributes to become a champion. They kind of like not slow pacing them, they're being conscious. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. No, I don't know too much about his opponent right now, but I think after this fight, he should be definitely in a title fight. Give him somebody like Rolly or just one of the champions. I think he can be a champion. Paro, he can beat those guys, man. I think Tiger has the goods. You know, he does have the goods, man. I like Tiger Johnson. I just don't like the whole thing with the Devin Haney and the fight and all that shit. He came back. He was getting his ass whooped, but he came back for more. You know what I'm saying? Even Bill Haney was like, "This nigga crazy. Like, I'm trying to help him out, and he over here trying to get seconds." You know what I'm saying? So Tiger, he has a really a wild mentality. You know what I'm saying? He really woke me up with his last fight. I think when he beat Flaws, and that was a good fight. He stopped Flaws, and I didn't think he would stop Flaws, but he went in there and showed like I might be a boxer, but I also got power. So I like Tiger. I do want to see him get the big names because I think he's that good. Shu Shu, man, I don't know with Shu Shu, bro. They're just like giving him just like a whole bunch of guys that we don't really want to see. I think he should be in there with the anyways and just the bigger names. I think Shu Shu is on. He's waiting for that big fight. I think Shu Shu and Tiger both waiting on that big fight, and this is just like a stepping stone. This is a roadblock. You know what I'm saying? I don't see none of them guys losing on this card. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm picking all A sides. But I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm just like certain that it can't be an upset, but they're good. They're good fighters. I think they'll pull it out. Especially on 4th of July. Showing out. A lot of eyes are gonna be watching. People gonna be out cooling, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Getting some drinks and shit. 4th of July fireworks. I'm gonna catch the fight when I can. I'm probably gonna be out at cookout or something, but catch the highlights on my phone or whatever I can. Maybe on. Probably put on the TV or something. Yeah, it's a good 4th of July fight card. I think this is definitely better than the Joe Cordina main event. I don't think anybody was picking Joe Cordina to beat Mason, and I think a lot of people are really thinking like Mason could possibly lose this fight. Mason, he's in hard, man, and you got to give props to these dudes, man. Like a guy like Mason, young, taking the smoke. He could have stepped out, but he's saying, man, I'm in my hometown. I'm gonna give you guys a fight, and he's in his hometown, but our Bear was from there as well, so it's not like he has home field advantage. It's on neutral grounds, really. Both from Ohio. It's gonna be some fireworks, man. It's gonna be a good fight. I got Mason, possibly KO. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to decision. And yeah, great fight card, man. I like this, man. This is a lot of guys. Some fights getting heated up. You know what I'm saying? There's summertime coming. Hopefully. And I'm gonna say this before I go. It's kind of crazy, man. I want to piggyback off the last show. Devin Haney, he has to get in the fight, man. These dudes are really just laughing though, man. I just have to say, Mason, he's getting this fight. David Benavidez just showed out what he can do. Bam had his fights. All them dudes on that card that won, they didn't got in fights now. You know what I'm saying? Possibly get into another fight. David Benavidez is probably going to fight in September or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So he probably going to get another fight. Devin Haney, he got to get a fight, man. I don't want to, rush the guy, but like something got to pick up. And for this to be this long, it got to be good. He can't be waiting this long and be some shit come back to a fucking what's that nigga name? Josh Taylor or something. He can't come back to nobody like that. You got to come back to somebody that's good. That's why I like the Keyshawn Davis fight. Fight somebody. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? Not a scrub, but just get a good, decent name. Because the boxing world ain't gonna just like stop for you. But salute, great fight card. Hopefully it picks up with the promotion and not a lot of promotion going on. Salute to BB. That's my call.
All right, Quest the Best. Appreciate you calling in. Tito Lavos, what up?
What up? What up, man? The show has survived.
It did.
Looks like we got plenty of callers to keep going, man. Good shit. Hey, man, where's Mr. Dula? Mr. I'm obsessed with Devin Haney. He took my girl. Where's that guy? Be calling it. Hey, what's up with Trees? Mafia, you out there doing Midwest Mafia? Ain't it like 9 in the morning out there? Let's go, man. Build your fighter, man. It's a predictions day. Now, I can't say too much about Albert Bell because I ain't seen him fight too much. I've seen Abdullah Mason, right? So, based on what I know, I can't make a prediction. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again. All I want to see is a competitive squabble, man. I want to see people bite down and get through some shit. I don't think since Treese, I believe what Treese be saying, man. So I don't think Alberto Campana is some walkover. You know what I mean? I doubt he's a floor mat. Is he undefeated, Ness?
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's undefeated. All right. Well, I hope he's not like Brandon Lee undefeated, right? I hope he's like legit undefeated. But so that should be a good squabble, man. I mean, I don't see why. Maybe we had a slow start because people was trying to do their little research and see who the hell Albert Bell is, because he had the best promotional, present company, TBV community exempt from this statement, but he had the best promotional run, I guess. He was with Top Rank, right? And then he was with who?
Yeah, he was with Top Rank, but they let him go. They couldn't get him fights. People kept saying no.
And then who he end up with? He never been on Pro Box or nothing?
Nah. He's independent. He's independent. Vic Green, I think it's called Post Boxing, has been able to get him to this level and pay for all the big names he has had.
Okay, so he out the trunk with it. Damn, okay.
Yeah,
I see you.
hell yeah. Pumping
Independent movement.
CDs. That's why I said it's like another Tevin Farmer situation, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully he lives up to the. I mean, now I got a whole new respect for the man, right? Now it's like, okay. So now I hope he does well, man. But makes you kind of root for somebody, like, oh shit, okay, he really out there doing the Lord's work, so to speak. That's what's up, man. So as far as Tiger Johnson is fighting tonight as well. I mean, Saturday night.
Yeah, he's on the card.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, I'm watching because I'm a fan of boxing. And like I tell all the casuals, all the thummies, tap in because you might learn something. You might find something you like. You might stop talking like a casual. And when we talking about last night, we was talking about, what was it, Devin Haney and no. Hey, who's fighting? What's the name? Tio and what's the name? And Rolly.
Yeah, what about him?
When did I see that come up? Did that come up last week?
Yeah, but it's not official yet. They've agreed though.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I couldn't call in that day. Yeah, so they verbally agreed, man. I don't know. That's gonna be I'm thinking the shit talking, the build up is gonna be better than the actual fight, man. Because I believe that Tio will catch him. I feel like he can deal with the violence better than Shakur could have, and so I think he'll end up catching him. He'll walk into something silly, but the buildup is going to be epic, man. And hey, man, isn't there a show this week called Border Wars coming up?
Saturday, we got a show tonight.
Battles going on Saturday. What time we starting up, Ness?
The show starts at 11:30. Weigh-ins at 8. We got a show today to talk about it at 7 p.m.
Oh, beautiful. Then I shall be tapping in today. I don't know if I can call. I got some errands to run after work and whatnot. I got to pick up my grandbaby and shit. But let's go, man. This is Border Wars week. Let's not forget that, ladies and gentlemen. Get up off your asses. Call in and let's have a nice long show so I'm not bored behind this desk, man. That's my call.
All right. If you're trying to call in, voice your opinion. Discord available, X Spaces available. Damn, how old is Shoulders? Shoulders. How old is ya? Khaled, what up?
Yo, Ness.
Yo, Khaled.
Hold on, let me take you off the
Take you off the Bluetooth so we live. I bet. Hey, let me see. This a good solid card right here. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to see Tiger Johnson back. But I want to see what the Mason brothers is looking like. So I don't really got too much to say about Tiger because I don't know nothing about his opponent. I just want to see if like Muggs is getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like last time I saw him on Pro Box, he stopped Buddy Floss, Nicholas Floss, in like a good performance and shit like that. That was my first time. Like I was looking forward to seeing him. Like that was the only fight I watched, and I was looking forward to seeing him. So that was good. Like he was at 47 and he looked good. He looked strong. So, just looking to see if he can maintain that. You know what I'm saying? See if he can move up the rankings. Same thing with Shu Shu. Shu Shu a champ now. Just want to see if he getting better. You know what I'm saying? See if like that 50% after you win the belt, you know what I'm saying, you get better type thing happen. And like hopefully, man, Shu Shu can get some unifications at 126. You know what I'm saying? Him and Angelo Leo need to be a fight. They both on top rank. Like that needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Figueroa is with he dealing with Espinoza right now, so yeah, we need to get that done. And then as far as Abdullah Mason and Albert Bell, Ness, I know that we was alarmed and like trying to get him beat, but as I was thinking about it, like Albert Bell, you know, he's he's a very good fighter, a seasoned pro, but he ain't never really been in there with like a Abdullah Mason in like a real fight. You know what I'm saying? Sparring is sparring, and like if like dudes gonna comment on the sparring and all that, cool. But you know what I'm saying? With them eights on, it's gonna get real different in there. So I got Abdullah Mason stopping him between the 8th and the 10th round. You know what I'm saying? I think the youth, I think having just won a fight, coming off the Sam Noakes fight, being everything that he learned, I think the combination punching and just the overall skill is going to be a lot for Albert Bell. I think Albert Bell is going to come to rumble. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he going to go down, and I don't think he just going to get beat on for the whole fight. I think that Mason gonna have to break him down skillfully with a jab, be like behind his jab, have an educated jab, work that body, be able to cut the ring off, pick up his feet, jab, be able to box coming forward, you know what I'm saying? And then once he on that inside, work. And then like Abdullah Mason got good inside, he gonna work with you. He not really finna play with you in there. So yeah, man, I got Abdullah Mason stopping him, you know what I'm saying? Like Albert Bell, not a huge puncher. I think, he got, 9 knockouts, and that don't mean that he can't punch because everybody can punch on this level with the 8s on, but, he just not really knocking shit out. So I hope that Abdullah Mason has been working on his defense and, been, like, working on his head movement, and I think he has. And, I expect him to be victorious and then move into that conversation as the guys that's just here to break shit down. Not really do a lot of talking, be like very humble. I expect Abdullah Mason to move into that David Benavidez, Bam Rodriguez, a Jerron Busenis, a Lamont Roach, even though he don't be necessarily stopping shit, but they robbed him, after the Williams to pay the joint, we're gonna have a better argument for that. But you know what I'm saying? I expect him to step into that light, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the young guns at 140, and he's gonna be able to, I expect him to make a statement in his hometown. You know what I'm saying? Back home as the champion. So yeah, man, we got Moses Atama and Frank Sanchez got ordered. I don't know if that fight. Hey Ness, when that type of shit happened, even though he had a fight scheduled with Hergovich, but the IBF ordered it, what's the situation? Like, do you do it based upon money, purse bid shit, or like how do we know which one you gonna go with?
You said when the IBF order what?
IBF ordered they ordered the Frank Sanchez fight. Like
Yeah.
most of the
Yeah,
time,
but that's on
and order.
Moses. You know, they get to decide what they're gonna do.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So we
Yeah.
don't have to do that. Okay. All
Nah.
right. So those is. I bet those is
Remember,
tough fights either way.
Isak didn't fight Shakur. Like
Oh
motherfuckers
yeah.
decide if you ordered it, but I decide if I'm gonna fight them dudes.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah. Both of those are tough fights too. Like Frank, he just knocked out motherfucking whatever the fuck Sanchez, and then Herkovich just stopped Dave Allen. Them both some big motherfuckers. So you know what I'm saying. I mean, well, he's a big motherfucker, so I'm sure he ain't worried about no big motherfucker. But those is buff. Both of those is tough fights, and both of those gonna tell us a lot about where Moses is at. So I'm cool with like either one of those scraps. So yeah, we good either way. So yeah, man, shout out this card right here. You know what I'm saying? This the first card of the month. Then we got like a little gap until the end of the month with Earl Spence. I gotta check the calendar, but it's probably gonna be a little slow until that Earl Spence Jones. So looking forward to it. Next, you gonna go live or you gonna be with the family?
For what?
4th of July shit. For the Mason Jones.
I'm gonna be at the Stadium Club. Remember, it's Border Wars, so I'm gonna be
Oh
with the
yeah.
community that's coming out.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Border Wars. Yeah, it's over with. All right, cool, man. Hey, bro, congratulations again on like another Border Wars. You know what I'm saying? We pulling up to the gym right now. I'm about to put some paint in, sock some niggas in their face.
Let's
So,
go.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You have an excellent day, bro. I'll holler at you later.
You too, champ. You too. Discord available. X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Brandon, Cincinnati. What is up?
Yo, Ness, good morning, brother. How you feeling?
Straight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a big one this weekend. The leader of the new school is what I like to call him. Hey, Ness, I got a bone to pick with you, man.
What up?
This is just in regards to the leader of the new school, Abdullah Mason. I remember about a year and a half or so ago. What were you saying about this young cat, man? When he was about 18, 19?
He was being
Oh,
baby, and
he's
he
back
has
to back
7.
prospect.
He has
Back
7
to back
fucking
prospect of the
straight
year.
fights
Yeah.
in the 6
6 rounders, right?
rounds, and that
6 rounders, right?
Kermel is better
Yeah.
than him
I'm glad you brought it up. Where the fuck is Carmel Moulton at?
on a milk
My
carton.
young boy, Cleveland, Ohio, stand the fuck up. Up the way, down the way, East Cleveland, West Cleveland. I fuck with y'all up there. You know, I'm the governor of Ohio. He headlining his own card, defending his title at the crib. Where's Carmel, the Prince of Vegas, the amateur darling, his contemporary? Man, we leaps and bounds ahead of that little nigga. Floyd Schofield, you spend more time on Mill City doing interviews on your fucking couch than you do fighting. Meanwhile, my young boy is defending his world championship. Is he the youngest champion in boxing? I think he is. At the crib, fighting a guy last minute who was, when he was with Top Rank, Shakur Stevenson didn't even want to take this fight. He was the mandatory, Ness, for Shakur Stevenson, and somehow, some way, the fight didn't happen. That's how you make Nestor Gibbs eat his motherfucking words 18 months later. You win the strap, you defend your strap, and your contemporaries like Floyd Schofield and Carmel Moulton and Zaquin Moses, the niggas in your class, they ain't nowhere near you. You pissing on their forehead, looking down on them little niggas. They still little niggas. So let's give him his flowers for that. He was back-to-back prospect just a year and a half ago, according to Ness. Now he champion, defending that shit. The nigga barely got facial hair. Big stepping, water walker shit. Future pound for pound street nigga barbershop boxer. Baby boots. Call him anything you want to call him. But you got to put some respect on what the niggas doing out here. Great family, good father, got a good head on his shoulders. You don't hear his name mixed into no bullshit. I fuck with him. And that's why I'm pulling up. I'm making that 3.5, 4-hour drive to Cleveland, and I'm pulling up. Ohio's my shit. Feet on land. Shout out to Border Wars. You know, I would have loved to make that event, but when something like this going down in my state, as the governor of Ohio, I gotta pull up. And shout out to Albert Bell. He's finally getting this opportunity. He was gonna get it against Andy Cruz, which was gonna be a good fight, but this is an opportunity to actually win a title, not just being an eliminator. So shout out to him for taking this shit last minute. The same way that my young boy taking this shit last minute, so is Albert Bell. Last minute pivot for both of them. In their home state. I like it. I like it. I don't really believe in the conspiracy theory shit like y'all do. I don't think Abdullah is as in much danger as y'all think he is. Because Albert Bell ain't really no puncher. Albert Bell is gonna force my young boy to think more in the ring. He's gonna slow the pace down. He's gonna be in there moving, pivoting, jabbing, controlling distance. What my young boy gonna do when he can't just blitz a nigga? And overwhelming with the athletic ability and the natural gifts that he got, and actually has to think and set shit up with the jab and cut the ring off. That's what you're gonna see this weekend. You ain't gonna see him in too much danger as far as him taking some punches to get knocked out. So y'all can just relax. He got it. He was bred for this. He got it. So my young boy gonna do what he do. As far as the rest of the card, good card, man. It's a showcase card. It's A-side heavy. This is Top Rank showing off some of their toys, the TNT and the Zone. You know, let's make Shu Shu look good for the new companies and networks. Let's make Tiger Johnson look good. We gonna throw Scooter Davis in there to get him a highlight reel knockout. You know, we just showing off what we got to offer. Top Rank is saying we ain't gonna put him in there too competitive. It's a showcase. You know, first fight on TNT. Let's make some of our, you know, star attractions look good for the new network. It ain't Zupa level matchmaking. I can admit to that. You know, it's A-side heavy, which is, I'm okay with that, you know, for now. But step these niggas up here soon. But yeah, it's an A-side heavy undercard. You get the brothers on there. He's putting on for his brothers. They at the home. They in their city, man. Yeah, man, it's going to be a movie in there. You're going to have the mayor of Toledo in the building. The governor of Ohio in the building. Bands is going to be in the building. The community is going to be there, man. My son, this is going to be his first boxing event in person. I'm bringing the baby shark out, man. Had to. And the future is bright for this kid. It's only going to get better for him. The buzz is going to get bigger. He's only a young man. I don't expect him to get the type of buzz and calls and shit that a Boots is getting, and a Tank and Shakur and Devin is getting. He ain't put the work in yet to garner that type of fanfare just yet. He's still cooking up. But give him a year or two. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there because he keeps his nose into that in the business of boxing. He's focused. He got a good foundation with his father and his brothers, and he got a fighting style that excites him. He ain't just in there foot fainting, trying to control distance range with the jab. Now he's trying to hurt a motherfucker. And we know fans love when it's a fighter in there that's trying to finish the show. They'll appreciate that. So give him a couple years. He will be the face of hood nigga barbershop boxing, possibly the face of boxing altogether. But either way it go, I'm excited for him. The future is bright for this kid. So yeah, y'all just tune in on the 4th of July, man. There will be fireworks. Toledo, Treese, I know you've been waiting for your boy to get the opportunity, but he's gonna be unsuccessful, my boy. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. He can build it back up. Him and Vic Green will figure it out.
Yo, fix your mic. You got like static feedback. I don't know if it's what's going on, but it's been happening. Rubbing on your shirt or something.
Probably. You know I'm at work, man. Truck driving. How's it now?
Straight.
Yeah. But but that's pretty much it, man. Tune in July 4th for the fireworks in Cleveland. Abdullah Mason. I got him winning the wide decision. I don't think he's going to stop Albert Bill, but I can see a 10-2, 9-3, somewhere in there, wide decision. But yeah, a star is in the making with this kid, man. The future is bright for him. But that's my call, Ness. I'll let you go, man. I got shit to do. TBV protects your mental health at all times. I'm out.
Nike. What up?
Yo, you got me, man?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be quick, man. I'm at work and that hot ass sun. But man, I like Abdullah to win the fight. I'm done taking my pick on that. Man, I be forgetting buddy name. Who just called in? Who's the caller before me?
I don't know. Brandon, Cincinnati.
Brandon from Cincinnati. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Brandon, I like Abdullah got knockout, man. You say you go. I mean, 10-2, 9-3 good, but I think Abdullah gonna be dealing with a good body shot. Take his ass up out of there. So I like Abdullah got knocked out in the 7th. But 10-2, man. If Abdullah wins, but Albert Bell ain't no holder, so I can't. So I like. That's my pick. Abdullah got knocked out in the 7th by a body shot. But if either one, whoever win, I like them to fight Mulataya next. Ain't he in the division? Ain't he the champ, IBF?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he on top. He top ranked too, right?
Yep.
Come on, man. That's the next fight. For either or, unification. After this, Mulataya, especially if Abdullah win. This is what, first defense, right?
Yeah, this is first defense.
Yeah, because he won it vacant, because Keyshawn has missed weight. He lost his belt on the scale. Damn. But yeah, man, I like the Mulataya fight next, man, because it's the Abdullah, Mulataya. Who the other two champs? The WBC is vacant, ain't it?
Yes. Roach and old boy
the
fighting
BO
for
vacant or not?
Roach and Zepeda fighting for it.
For the BC. Okay, what about the BO? That's vacant?
No, that's Abdullah.
No, that's Abdullah. That's okay, so it's BO, IBF, BC. What's the other one? Oh, the WBA. That's Tank, right?
Yeah. He's in recess. It's
Damn, this nigga still got that fucking belt.
No, he
he
don't.
in recess. Okay, he in recess. So Schofield fighting for the vacant, basically.
Yeah.
Man, 35 all fucked up. Yeah, man. Next fight, man. Either Mason or Bell against Mulataya, man. That's the next fight, man. I'm gonna keep listening in, man. That's my call, man.
All right. Shout out to the blue collar. Shout out to my man with the government job, trash man. Picking up that trash, making that good old government check, man. Discord available. X Space is also available if you're trying to call in. Now is the time out in the Bay. What do you say?
Bay Area.
What up?
You know. Oh man. It's gonna be an excellent fight. It's gonna be fireworks. I think they're gonna go toe to toe in the ring for a little bit. This is one of those fights where you think Abdullah Mason will win, but you got to understand Albert Bell been waiting for this fight for so long. The boy gonna come in like a pit bull for a steak, a red steak. You feel me? He's coming out for blood. You know, this is Albert Bell's time to show if he's really that dude and if he's really on that level. You know, he got to go through a hungry young lion. This fight is for not just for a belt, but this elevates the fighter who will win this fight and put them on another pedestal on likability and understanding. This won't put them at superstar status, but this will just elevate them to the next level. Right now, even our Bell's not like super young, but he's still on that puppy dog level. This to get you out of that puppy dog level right here. This the type of fight that should wake people up. It says, this guy may be the next big thing. You know? So yeah, man, I don't know. You know, you said people are name whores, you know, that's what it seemed like, they're name whores. If you got a big name, a lot of people will call in because they name whores, and that's all they want to do is talk about the big name. Or they're the type of guy who watch Housewives of Atlanta. You know, those are the type of guys who want to call in when all the drama comes. Those Housewives of Atlanta dudes, or Basketball Wives, or whatever fake reality TV show you can name. Those dudes call in when you got a whole bunch of drama, you know, with them and their baby mama. But this right here, this is for the real fighters. This is for the real fans who want to see a scrap, you know, and to see a little bit of fireworks. Yeah, Albert Bell, he has the pedigree, he has the fights to overcome this young superstar. But it seemed like the young superstar got more pop in his punches. I think his knockout clip right now is in the 80%, if I'm not mistaken. I ain't looking at it, but I'm thinking it's in the 80%. You know, Abdullah Mason, I think his clip on knockouts is somewhere around 75 to 80% clip. Let's see if he can clip Albert Bell's wings and ground Albert Bell. That is what I want to see. That is what I want to watch. You know, and the icing on the top. You know, you got your own thing, Ness, coming with Border Wars. Man, it's about to be crazy. 4th of July. You know, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna eat some chicken. You know, I don't eat pork, so people gonna eat their ribs. You know, we're gonna have some potato salad, some macaroni and cheese, some cornbread. We're gonna get out the water hose and spray some of these kids, throw them in the pool, and watch the fireworks go off, because it's about to be a party. That's my call.
All right, appreciate you, Rich Dollars. Rich Dollars, gotta unmute.
Yo, you can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, man. Look, first thing first, man, I came to the realization yesterday after watching Abdullah on the Ariel Helwani that I can really get behind this young nigga from Cleveland, man. He's really like that in terms of like mindset and mentality that a nigga like me can get behind. You feel me? He's walking the walk. No. He's talking the talk and he's walking just like he's talking. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. This Albert Bell shit for a young man like Abdullah this is like a losable fight because regardless of whether the nigga Albert Bell got crazy power or not, you feel me? The nigga can box and he's real quick and he's long and shit. So like, you know, this is a losable fight, bro. And I ain't saying he's gonna lose. I'm not picking him to lose. I'm rooting for him and I'm picking him to win. But this is the type of shit to where damn, you say, oh damn, Abdullah, you 21 years old and you cool with taking a late replacement that's better than the nigga that's arguably better than the nigga that you was already slated to fight. that's very much so respectable. And that also piggyback on what I was saying the other day about how I don't really fuck with how Top Rank be doing the niggas. And then when it come to, you know, somebody Abdullah's age like Vargas, you know, they wanna tell you straight up, nah, we not doing that with him. So I don't like that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, we might as well keep it.
Blame Abdullah. Cause don't compare Abdullah to Vargas. They're not the same. Look at the press conference. No. Cause y'all motherfuckers love to make shit about race. Who the fuck?
No.
Who the fuck was a personality? The man with the suit, the man with the hair, the man with his skin fucking glowing. Okay? The man that took over the fucking press conference, and guess what? That was a Xander Booth show. But we had Emiliano saying, I'm gonna buy you a suit. We had Emiliano doing a whole goddamn fucking skit. And Bryce played his part. What the fuck does Abdullah do to get your attention outside a fight? That's what I said in my monologue. He's another fucking Terrence Crawford. He's another fucking Andre Ward. And that's cool. Those men are great. But it took them forever to get the recognition. Ward ain't get love till what? The second Kovalev fight. The second one. And that was his second Vegas fight. Like, y'all gotta stop this shit. You can't sit in a chair, not say shit, but see you Saturday night and expect to be a fucking superstar. Of course they ain't gonna fucking get Emiliano B. You know why? Because he's doing his motherfucking part. He's selling the fight. He out there getting sponsorships. He out there getting promoted. Wasn't he the one on the fucking Super Bowl? But you making it about race? He wasn't on the Super Bowl? He don't get more attention? His social media ain't popping more? But you making it about race. Come on, man. You showing your intelligence level, man. You got to come up with something more fucking creative than that.
Fair. How about this, though?
Yeah, give me your fucking comeback, because I hate when y'all do that shit.
You just said blame Abdullah.
Blame Abdullah, because that's his personality.
So with that being said, are you asserting that Top Rank is punishing Abdullah Mason and
no, I'm saying they're not gonna reward no motherfucker that ain't talking. Closed mouth don't get fed, and you heard that shit before you was born.
No, yeah. So rewarding Abdullah Mason will be giving him easy touches. Rewarding Jahai Turker will be giving him easy touches.
Rewarding Abdullah would be putting money behind the dude that you don't know can make you money.
Nah,
what? That's black and white. That's black and white. That's mathematics. Nothing. Has Abdullah ever sold a ticket before today? The answer's fucking no. The answer's no. What's his metrics? What's his metrics?
Wait, Vargas has?
What? And why you think he's a co-main? You think he's a co-main by accident? You think Navarrete is a main event by accident, or they don't got the analytics that they put out all the time that he do 500,000? What is you talking about?
Look, you're having a totally different argument from me, bro.
No, my argument is that we always want to make shit about race. This ain't got nothing to do with race. It's about who the fuck could carry a press conference, who the fuck could sell a fight. You can't compare Abdullah Mason to Floyd. You can't compare Abdullah Mason to Oscar. You can't compare Abdullah Mason to Thurman. You can't compare Abdullah Mason to motherfuckers that get on the podium and talk and promote and fucking sell a fight. And you can't, let's see. He got a final press conference. Let's compare his final press conference to Emiliano, which is unfair because Emiliano's a prospect. And that's who you comparing him to. You comparing a champion to a prospect.
They're the same age.
It don't matter. One is a champion. One is a champion.
I know. That's my point. One is a champion because he's worked his way up to become a champion. And
no, because he was in a vacant title shot. Because he was in a vacant title shot. He was in a vacant title shot, and his stablemate missed fucking weight, and his manager positioned him. Just like that same manager positioned Keyshawn, who missed weight at 40, all of a sudden is a mandatory at 47 for fighting Nahir Albright. He ain't fight a nigga at 47 yet, but he's a mandatory for beating Jermaine Taylor, who was a WBA regional guy. So you don't get no ranking in the WBO for that, but it's favoritism, James Prince style. We good with that. We see the politics. We know what it is, but open your eyes. Oh, he's a champion. Yeah, he was positioned. Positioned. Albert Bell never been positioned. Albert Bell never been positioned. That's the difference, bro. We got to stop this shit. Race. Always race.
Ness, you don't have to be upset with me. Relax.
Why not?
Okay.
We gotta expand our mind. It can't always be because he's black, because he's Spanish. I'm mad at Top Rank. Be mad at Abdullah that ain't said shit. Where his quotable at? At least what the fuck do Boots say? TikTok, gun cock. What the fuck? Boots saying something. He doing something. He got the jewelry on. He dressing with the swag. He on fucking all the podcasts. Stop lying for motherfuckers. Ain't got shit to do with color or race. You ain't talking. You ain't showing your personality. That's on you. That's on you. You want to shine? Look at what Brandon said. Oh, Floyd doing interviews. But motherfuckers is a pro. They fucking relating to his ass. He ain't fight yet, and niggas want to fucking see him fight because he on Mill City every goddamn day. That's the fucking difference. But y'all gonna say, fuck that, I'd rather my young stud in the gym every day. Well, get in the fucking gym and don't sell no fucking tickets and stop crying. Don't blame it on race.
I mean, I don't know about the whole ticket thing. I'm pretty sure that he finna fight in the Cleveland Cavaliers.
No, I'm sure he gonna sell. I'm sure he gonna sell, but we ain't got no data yet.
So that kind of just negates the whole shit. Emiliano ain't never headline shit, but regardless of any of that though, right? I said it the other day, right? I'm not mad that the nigga Abdullah Mason is getting these hard fights because that's the only way I'm gonna really be able to see what a motherfucker is anyway. I'm not mad that Jahai Tucker is always in these fights before he's at the championship level. It's not that I'm mad about the shit that they got hard fights. My bone to pick is with the fact that also y'all only giving the niggas a hard fight, and then your argument is that well, of course they're not gonna give Emiliano hard fights. He has pretty skin and he wears suits and he's gonna buy him a suit. I mean, I don't understand that.
Yeah, you don't understand it because you don't want to understand it.
Let me finish. No. Let me finish though, because that's gonna be the reason why them Zuffa niggas is gonna be able to come in and take over this motherfucking game. Because they're trying to put on fights. It's no coincidence. You feel me? That as soon as them Zuffa niggas in the boxing game,
that's cat.
Hold on.
I could point out hella fights that was soft for Zuffa niggas because they are marketing Zuffa niggas. Get the fuck out of here. Everybody got to do what they got to do. Everybody got to do what they got to do. That's how it works.
So you just say, hold on, wait. So Ness, your argument was just that you just saw some. You can name some fights with the Zuffa niggas that was soft.
Yep.
Because they got to do their little marketing shit, right?
Yep. Because they need to create stars too.
All right, so if that's the case, wouldn't the onus be on Top Rank for not giving Jahai and Abdullah soft touches in order to create a star? What are we talking about? That's what I'm saying.
With Jahai, I'm with you. I never understood why they do that to Jahai because he got personality. You can't compare Jahai to fucking Mason. Jahai's a streamer. Jahai's on interviews. Jahai got hella swag and personality. He a New Yorker, true and true.
Wait, but we just was talking about the promoter making the star. You just blame Top Rank for how they doing Abdullah and
No, stop putting words in my mouth. No. I'm blaming Top Rank for Jahai only. Jahai only. They got their reasons for Abdullah, and I'm with it because Abdullah ain't Jahai. He's not Jahai.
So that would mean, that's literally what you saying, my nigga, is that your argument is that because Abdullah Mason
doesn't have personality.
Let's use Emiliano. Because Emiliano
has personality,
has nice skin, wears suits and all this shit, we're not gonna match him up in anything worth. We know he can't.
Yes.
Because and you cool with that.
Yes.
As a fan of the sport.
Yes.
All right, respectable. All right. Well, then it ain't nothing to talk about that.
I mean,
we can get off
it ain't nothing to talk about. How the fuck you think Oscar De La Hoya was established? Like, what is you talking about, bro?
Oscar De La Hoya was in a championship fight.
When
like
he got there. Fight, when he got there.
No. That was his. But you just brought up Oscar. I love Oscar. That was like his 11-12 fight. And then he went on to fight a fucking gauntlet of them niggas. You feel me? Oscar is that nigga, man. I ain't gonna lie, I love that nigga in terms of the boxing.
But everybody gets a soft touch until they take the gloves off. Emiliano just had his first competitive fight.
Well, yeah. I think it's. I would just say it's time to step him up because I see the talent hella much. I don't think he needs it.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna follow. I don't think they're gonna follow your blueprint. They got a son of a pre-existing legend. That means economics. They have a Mexican fighter, one of the fan bases in boxing that actually spend money and come out. Why wouldn't they cater? It's a business. Top Rank is a business. Boxing is a sport. Why wouldn't they cater? That's how you get out of business. That's why DeBella's not here. Where's his fighters that he was catering to certain audiences at? When he lost Wilder, he lost boxing. Salita was a ghost until he got Clarissa. You need a fighter that you can cater to your audience. Every promoter has a fighter that they babied. Every promoter has a fighter that they babied. Matchroom has AJ. How many did Floyd baby? How many did PBC baby?
Matchroom has AJ. Wait. You just said Matchroom has AJ?
They babied him. The same thing they do in Emiliano. What do you like? I mean, it's like you don't fucking. You're not.
He was 16
following.
fights in when he was 16 fights in when he fought Klitschko, dude. And then ever since then he was fighting big names.
I'm pretty sure your math is off on that. The 16 fight was when he fought Charles Martin. That was a setup baby. You see what I'm saying? I gotta go, man. I gotta go. It's way too much time. Send that cash out. We gotta move on, bro. You had an hour talking about nothing. Desiree Boat, what up?
Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
What's good? Good morning.
What's up?
Yo, listen, I don't know. We got a pretty good ass one this weekend. I think if anything, to be honest, I think Albert Bell really gonna take it home. I'm not really big on this whole idea that that Mason's gonna easily take it home. It's not looking that way to me. I honestly, how I think, what was it? One of the previous callers has said, yeah, Bell's gonna be using that distance. He's gonna be using that jab. He's gonna keep him at distance all night. And then, not to say that Mason ain't gonna be able to maybe pop him here and then, but this isn't gonna be as much of a firefight as I'm thinking everybody else is probably believing it's gonna be. I don't see it going that way. It's probably gonna be more of a quote unquote boring fight for some people, but to be honest, I'm feeling as if that Bell gonna keep him at the end of that jab all night. That's really what it is. And then also just to credit I guess the last little conversation that was going on. Yeah, I mean, your personality like genuinely does matter. Your character and what you actually bring. If you can sell yourself, you're gonna kind of sell a fight. It's kind of like I don't really think it's really that hard to really go into like that. But nah, the actual Albert Bell fight versus Mason, it's not going the way I think everybody else is thinking. I got Albert Bell taking it. If anything, maybe I'm probably gonna say 9-3. Actually, yeah. It's not. It's probably gonna be fairly reminiscent to how it was. What was it? Albright and Keyshawn Davis 2, where we thought it was gonna be a lot more heavier than what it was. A lot more of a, let's say, closer back and forth fight. But I see Albert Bell taking it all the way. Tiger Johnson, honestly, has given me a brand newfound love for the uppercut, so I cannot wait to see him go on out and display his beautiful skills. On top of that, too, Bruce Shu Shu Carrington. It's weird because I feel like that where Shu Shu is right now, I personally wouldn't want for him to be, I would say, taking fights with like not necessarily people who are like, well, yeah, unknowns, people who aren't like really known like that will really want him to get out there and get to some top opposition. But as you know, I've been here for a little bit of while, but as like one of the previous callers said, he don't be calling nobody out. I'm not too sure what that is. Well, what are your feelings on that? Why do you feel as if that's never on the forefront? Why is that never on his mind whenever he ends up defeating people, especially in the fashion in which he does? It's like it's insane to me. I don't know why him calling people out is never on the forefront. He's always ready to seemingly take on any and all opposition, but he ain't never ready to name names. He's never ready to name those names. That's kind of weird to me. It's always been a little bit off to me.
Who are you asking
All
about
that.
exactly? I heard everything except the name.
One more time.
Who are you asking about it exactly? I heard everything except the name.
Bruce Shu Shu Carrington.
I mean, yeah, so you're definitely wrong. He calls out Inoue all the time and Espinoza. All the time. And wasn't it even a point? Wasn't even a point where he was calling out Stephen Fulton? And Fulton was trying to say he was too young.
But you right about him calling out Inoue and Espinoza. He's been
but I think Fulton too, bro. I think Fulton too, honestly.
When was that? Was that after his loss? Or
what? Shu Shu ain't never lose. Did I hear the name wrong? You said Carrington.
I'm talking about did Carrington call out?
Yeah. Of course. After the Inoue loss, of course.
Well, I mean, of course he would do that. You know, of course he would do that after that. I mean, like
but he's supposed to. He's supposed to. Like he wasn't a champion yet, so that's a form of champ that you could have fought. But I'm pretty sure he called them out. I mean, I don't know. Somebody in the chat could tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he called him out too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, look, they said I'm correct. Cool Boy said no, he had no belt. Yeah, they was trying to little boy him.
Oh man, damn.
And that's what they supposed to do as a champion. Why am I fighting a prospect? Like you got to prove yourself. You know, I ain't gonna get no money to fight you anyway.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like more often than not, people don't like to think about it from the champion's perspective, from the A-side perspective. They try to think about it just from the fans' perspective. Well, that's what we need. Well, that's what's good for boxing. And to be honest, I'm glad that I am glad that Mason's taking this fight. But I do got a hot take where I feel like that we could be burning through our prospects pretty quickly as well, where we're just throwing them at these.
Well, not this one. Remember this one. But this one got he got the time to develop. That was my complaint, that he had like 7 6-round fights. I thought they were going slow, but look, you know, that development paid off, and he's panning out tremendously. He's a champ. He's his first main event. Definitely. He's taking a step up defense. Shout out to Top Rank. This is their second champion. First Xander, moving like a true fucking champion that can inspire other champions, and now Abdullah. Yeah. You know, because Abdullah... He didn't have to take this shit.
I'm just scared that I'm just scared that they're making the same mistake that they did with Xander, where they're saying, well, we're gonna let our young fighters, we're gonna let our young champions, our young prospects go out there and take the tough fights. Are you sure? Do you really want them to go out and take them right now? I mean, shout out to Xander, but we saw what Boots did. At the end of the day, there's a certain point in time where you do have to actually listen to your camp and listen to your folks and listen to your people. If Mason's camp believes that they got everything that they need, he's got every single tool within his arsenal to dismantle Bell, then go right ahead. I'm more than happy, still excited to see this fight this weekend. But I still 100% have it in favor for Albert Bell. This is one of those things where stylistically speaking, I don't really see Mason being able to pull something out unless this is basically the best Abdullah Mason that we've seen. Because you can say everything else from him, like getting caught. Sure, he didn't got caught. He didn't been chin checked and everything. But he can get up. You know, from what it is, he's got a decent enough chin. And he can go 12 rounds with a dude like Sam Noakes. So regardless of what it is, yeah, he's been on two ends of the spectrum when it comes to like criticism. But can he really go can he really go against someone like Albert Bell? We talking about 28 fights. We're talking about, even if you do clip somebody like Albert, 28-0 with some really good slick defense. Oh yeah, no, he hasn't been hurt like that before. Seemingly, I don't think this is going to be the fight that really changes. I mean, he's already very, very, very durable. Like Floyd just said, you know, the less you get hit, the longer you last in the sport. And he's been avoided for a reason. So I'm just really scared that Top Rank might be burning through their prospects faster than what they can fully like establish and sustain them. Because to your point, if Abdullah can't go out of his way to, like, let's say, develop a legitimate like a personality outside of this super humble, young, talented family man, in this boxing family, it's gonna be a little bit hard for him to to continue to sell and to get out there and to do the things in which he needs to actually like excel. Because if not, they're gonna keep doing this because it's like, hey, you're not even going out of your way to call somebody a bitch during the press conference, or at least like after the fight, like, maybe look somebody up and down, like, no, I'm not shaking your hand. I'm gonna be honest. I need for some of these. I need for we need to get back to the old school attitude of boxing, man. Please get a little bit more disrespectful. Don't got to be on a Tiafimo level of the shit or nothing like that. But you can be guttural. You can get in somebody's ass about it. You can be a little disrespectful. Seemingly Mason don't have that. I just don't think he
And he
has
don't, bro.
that.
He had opportunities too. Rich Dollars, you got to counterpunch because people want to hear you defend yourself. Because look, he had an opportunity with Keyshawn. How many times Keyshawn ran down on him? All he had to do was say, bro, I got your belt. How you talking slick to me? You can't even keep your belt. Get your
Bro,
ass in
Keyshawn can't
shape. If
even
you
keep
gonna
his ass
talk,
out of trouble.
like all he
Like,
like he could have been like, yo, you talking tough, make weight. Show me you tough by making weight so we can fight for my belt. Like he don't say shit, bro. Like come on, it is what it is.
yeah, it be hurting me too because like I think we all know just how great Dullah is, like especially compared to all of his brothers and where
And
he
he
is right
still
now with
got
the rest of
time though.
his.
I don't think this is an indictment. I don't think it's fucking over. Like he still got
Definitely
time
not.
to
But if you ask me, you can sit here and say the same for someone like Zakeem Moses. You can sit here and say the same for really anybody else that's coming up like him at this point in time. That's essentially that's essentially just got more time under their belt to develop, and also kind of has a blueprint to kind of go off of and what not to do. Oh yeah, Dullah might be the top of the he might be the top of the line for everybody in our for everybody within our class right now, but he don't really know how to sell. I mean, he know how to fight, cool, and that's what you really need to do. Obviously, go out there and do your job, but shit, I mean, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. We would not love Muhammad Ali as much as we would if he wasn't out there talking as much shit. We wouldn't be out there
Of
loving Floyd.
course.
We would not love Floyd as much as we do if we also didn't simultaneously hate him. And I think, and I am gonna be realistic too. I do think that someone like the black and brown prospects that might be coming up as of right now, they might want to stay within that humble, like they might want to stay within that humble track because it's like, oh, if I get out of turn or if I start talking like this and this, or if I might start getting disrespectful, I could be seen as ghetto or I could be seen as like just not marketable, A, B, and C, without understanding this is the one sport that you kind of need to have a little bit of personality. Like you kind of need to have like that chip on your shoulder. This is the loneliest sport in the world and the hardest sport in the world, in my opinion. Definitely, because literally not everybody can do this. That ass. And then when it comes down to you being at the absolute highest, oh yeah, really not everybody makes it. Loneliest sport in the world, bro. So you gotta have that chip on your shoulder. You gotta be able to walk around and be like, man, ain't nobody gonna be able to touch me. Oh yeah, and fuck you too if you got something to say about it. That's how it should be. We got to be able to we have to be able to establish that within our young fighters and these young prospects because I feel like we just burning out. We burning through them right now. If we burning through them right now, just like how top rank is, man. Shouts out to Zayas. Shouts out to Dullah and them and everything like that. Gonna be a good one this weekend. I'm just hoping and praying that this time I'm looking for Bruce to, let's say, actually say somebody's name. Let's hope if he's gonna call out anybody, please call out Inoue. And for the love of God, can Inoue hurry up and come up? I don't know what's going on, but if we want to talk about Baby and anybody, that's him. That's like that's old boy right there. He's been what he's fought in America twice now, I believe. And then like out of all of the top American prospects that he might have fought, is who? Stephen Fulton, which you could arguably say he didn't even fight Stephen Fulton at his best. I don't know. It's strange because I've got some weird bones to pick with in a way as well. Where you can be the biggest fish in a really small pond and like it don't really matter like all that, man. I don't know, but really excited. I got Bell going for it. Got Bell for the win. Shouts out to everybody else. Shouts out to TVB and everything. You have a good one, man. It's my
All
take.
right, champ. Appreciate you.
Yeah, have a good one.
Brandon, counter.
Hey Ness, how's my audio, man? Am I
Straight.
crystal clear?
Straight.
Yeah, I was calling in response to Rich Dollars because I agree with you to an extent, and I don't see. I'm trying to understand the narrative that Rich Dollars was trying to paint as if the fact that Abdullah Mason, who's the same age as Emiliano Vargas, is the one with a strap, the one they were confident enough in to fast track to a title, the one they were confident enough in to make him headline a fight in his hometown, the one they were confident enough, I'm pretty sure he's making more money. I don't count pockets, but I'm pretty sure his fight purse is going to be a tad bit fatter than Emiliano's. Somehow, some way, they're doing him dirty. I mean, if I'm Emiliano Vargas, I'm looking at Top Rank, and I'm thinking I'm the one getting dirty, right? You got this guy who's the same age as me, who already has a strap, headlining an event in his hometown, making more money than me. Meanwhile, I'm co-maining, and you guys weren't confident enough in me to put me at that title in a title shot yet. So how is the Top Rank doing Abdullah Mason wrong? I'm confused by that logic. They're paying him more. He's headlining the show, something that Emiliano hasn't done. And they were confident enough in my skills to where they were okay with putting me in a title fight at 2021. They weren't okay and confident enough in Emiliano to put him in a title shot at 2021. How was the fact that they knew they fucking product in Abdullah Mason an issue? I'm confused by that. Because if it was the other way around and Emiliano was getting the title fights in the hometown fights, in the fatter purses, we would be saying, damn, they holding Abdullah Mason back. He the real deal. Why they giving the Mexican all the opportunities and my young boy ain't getting opportunities? No, we should be congratulating Top Rank for knowing they fucking work, knowing they got good dope, and confident enough to put him in there with a fucking Albert Bell. That's no knock to them. They basically telling you without telling you. We were confident in this 22-year-old that he's ready for the bright lights and the harder fades. We still molding Emiliano. He ain't ready yet. We confident the main event this young boy in his hometown. Emiliano ain't ready yet. How was that a knock to Abdullah and Top Rank? Yeah, the young black nigga without the smooth skin and the slick back hair and the nepotism of having a phenom as a dad. Without all that, he still levels above Emiliano. Top Rank see fucking something. I'm trying to figure out what's the issue. And as far as Jahai Tucker, look, man, Jahai Tucker took an L and a draw back to back. They've cut niggas for less than that. They cut Albert Bell as an undefeated fighter strictly because they couldn't get him no fights. And Jahad Tucker took a loss and had a draw and back-to-back fights. And you asked Brad Goodman on here, Ness, like, is Jahad Tucker at risk that if he loses like Chuck Simpson or something, you guys are gonna cut him? Brad Goodman said, why would we cut him? We love Jahad. So what's the issue with them putting him in tough fights? He's took an L and a draw. They've cut niggas like Elvis Rodriguez at the 1L. So I don't have an issue with how they moving Jahad. Niggas have gotten cut and shoved for taking L's and draws. What are we complaining about? They kept the nigga busy. They didn't cut the nigga, and he's getting good fights, and they keep on fucking progressing him. What's the problem? Y'all want niggas to get baby? I'm pretty sure Jahad don't want to be baby. I'm pretty sure Abdullah Mason had the opportunity. The Albert Bell wasn't the first option they had. They probably offered him some little weaker shit. But he runs to the smoke. And they said, nah, we'll take that Albert Bell fight. So let's stop complaining, man. We got something special on our hands, and niggas is complaining because he ain't getting slow rolled. They wanted to slow roll Edgar Berlanga. He said no. He left, and we see what happened to him. Started getting his ass kicked. They say, oh, we don't need the slow roll about Abdullah. We know we got some with this. We ain't got to slow roll him. We ain't got to baby him. We can take the training wheels off. Shout out to them for that. They know they fucking work. I don't understand what the problem is, and I don't understand the shit y'all was trying to paint as if Emiliano is light years ahead of Abdullah. In what fucking form or fashion? In what world? Help me understand where is that Emiliano a bigger star than Abdullah? The Instagram followings are pretty much identical, 700,000+. And one nigga's a champion making more
But
money
that
headlining
tells
the
you
event.
everything, bro. One dude was already professional and on television. Abdullah was getting more TV time.
They both were getting TV time. We've seen both of these guys'
They
professional
records
debuts
are not the same
on
to say.
television, brother.
But my brother, use math. That's why it's one of the leading things in the world. That's how you get from point A to point B. The records are not the fucking same, so they're not both getting TV time. Abdullah got way more. You know it and I know it. He got fucking 7 6-rounders on ESPN.
He's gotten more TV time because he has more
you
fucking
answered
fights.
your own question. A nigga that's on television being groomed more than another one is in the same place on social media. Stop, bro. Just stop.
I hear you. I disagree. We've seen both these guys from the time they debuted as professionals were televised.
We seen one more. Stop fucking lying. I gotta go, nigga. I gotta go. Shut the fuck up. You trying to fucking be slick with words. Abdullah was on television first, and he's got more fights. We've seen him more. He's been on bigger cards. He's been on fucking Shakur cards, for God's sake. Cut the shit. If he was going to bubble, he'd have bubbled. It's going to take some time. We don't got to lie. Y'all love to lie just because y'all get upset that your fucking favorite fighter ain't doing what you believe he should be doing. Motherfuckers, Jesus Christ. Why we be lying? This shit's so weird. You answer your own, well, they both got 700,000. How the fuck a champion got the same as a prospect? The nigga never fought a former champ. He ain't been in a tough fight yet. Oh, well, they're the same. Why? Why is a champion the same as a prospect? Open your fucking head. Yo, what up? J Mafia.
Yo, hey, yo. What up, what up?
Or Junior Mafia,
Hey, yo,
excuse me.
Yeah, Junior Mafia, it's all good. Yo, my thing is this, right? Yo, why is everybody talking like Shu Shu didn't have the time to call niggas out? And he really did. I mean, when he mimicked Mike Tyson's
He called hella people out, bro. That was just one uneducated caller.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he ain't getting his fair shade.
He called out Espinoza, Inoue, and Stephen Fulton. That was just, again, an uneducated caller.
Nobody called back, and nobody really called him back when he said that shit too. You know what I'm saying? And all call-outs is mandatory. That's just boxing. That's, I don't know, all 50 states. That's what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? But as far as this card, I like this shit. You know what I mean? I want to see the Tiger Johnson shit. I want to see Abdullah do his thing too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like niggas putting too much sauce. There's too much glazing going on Bell right now. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Sean, what up?
Yeah, how you doing, this?
What up?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, first of all, I want to say like, what makes Bell more dangerous than Cordino though? He hasn't really proved it though. So
Dimensions?
I don't know,
Dimensions? Knockouts too.
Dimensions?
Who's Cordina's biggest knockout? I'm pretty sure Bell knocked out Velez and one other person.
Mind you though, I've just been watching Bell as the show was going on. I wasn't educated on him, so I watched a few of his fights. I watched his fight with Caracosa. So, yeah, he's a good fighter, good dangerous fighter. He switches, but I think Cordino is much more skillful than him. But obviously, like the height and reach and stuff could cause a problem. But it's a dangerous fight nonetheless because we've seen Abdullah Mason get. That's a question I want to ask you. See the guy that put Mason down twice. Was that guy a puncher, or did he just get?
I mean, he was a puncher, but he was old, right? Like he was what do you call it, bro? He was a veteran.
Oh, a veteran, eh? Okay, so so he's got potential chin problems. I don't know, but yeah,
I mean, we
Bell.
haven't seen that since, right? So I don't know that we could say that.
Okay, but yeah, he does like to bang out. He did that with notes. Yeah, Bell. Yeah, Bell might catch him at the end of those punches. You know, those long lead. Yeah, that's. I won't be surprised if Mason loses, but I am surprised that his manager allowed him to take that fight without having any like options on Bells. I'm surprised he didn't try and stay him away from that. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that fight. It's going to be yeah, they're going to stand toe to toe and have a good old fashioned fight. What's up with Polanco? How come he's not on that card? Rohan Polanco. What's going on with him?
I don't know. That's another one. You see, not all Latins get favor. Remember, his last top ranked fight was on a Puerto Rico card. It's not a Latin thing, bro. It's a personality thing. He's another one. He can't talk. His personality is good. His personality is good, but it's all Latin. If you can't find a way
Yeah,
for the
cross over.
audience to relate, then they don't matter.
Yeah. But to your last conversation, so it is a little bit unfair to compare them because he is coming on the back of it on the back of his dad's success as well and his brothers. So even though they're both prospects, we know Vargas, we know his storyline. Anybody that's a fan of his father is naturally going to be excited about what his son's going to do. So that naturally gives them a bit of a
An
it propels
advantage. That's
them
what I'm saying. He's a son of a
to
legend, and they're like, oh,
yeah
but what does Vargas? Why is he special? And it's like, bro, what the fuck? If Mason has a son and comes in the sport, his son is gonna get that same level of attention. That's just what happens when your fucking father's name is Fernando Vargas Jr. The jealousy is ridiculous,
yeah
bro. They don't even use the brain.
yeah. But like I said, it's Vargas. He should step up. So, and obviously at the beginning as well, people are still trying to even now people trying to differentiate the levels between the brothers. I think now we've got a clear gauge to know that Emiliano is the clear talent out of the three. So that's another thing as well. But yeah, they're good
I still
talented
believe in
brothers.
Fernando. He didn't shit the bed. He didn't.
Yeah,
In my
but
opinion, he didn't shit the bed with
he's
Callum.
not the yeah, but he's not the talent though. I think we know that Emiliano is more the natural talent. So I'm not saying nothing is wrong with Fernando, but I don't think he's not going to be a champion at 154, is he? Or once definitely not at 160. I don't know.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man. Look at Shane Mosley. People used to talk shit about Shane Mosley, especially since he's a son of a legend. And at first, he didn't pan out, and he had a bunch of losses. And now Mosley is perceived to be different. You know what I'm saying? He just got
yeah.
one of the biggest wins of his career. Nice knockout. People calling him out now. Things change, bro. Tevin Farmer. You guys write
No,
people
definitely.
off, but this is the sport that you can't write someone off.
Yeah, Fernando Vargas, mind you, he should go to Zufa. That might be a good thing for me. I think even Chris Eubank, he
Him
should
and
go to
him and his
Zufa as well.
brother, bro. Believe it or not, him and his brother fucking signed up to bare knuckle boxing, and they got a fight coming up.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, I'll check that out. That's that's different. That's unexpected, but yeah, they want to keep their name out there, and be busy. Yeah, I like that. Um, and also, we got what's it? 19 days now, isn't it? The days are ticking down between Devin Haney and Norman, not Norman, Keyshawn getting that deal done. So that's a good thing. That's each day's counting down. So yeah, let's see if we can get Bill on and see if that's the fight that they definitely want. Yeah, that's my call. I don't really have too much else on this topic, but Bell is definitely a dangerous fighter. And yeah, take it easy, man.
Alright. Discord available, X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Who's looking to call in? You can do so now and cut that line. We got Chrome. What up?
Yo, what's up, Ness? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? No, I ain't called it in a minute. I really, damn, what the, oh, I really called it. I got like probably a counterpunch for Brian. I'm really trying to see like what somebody know what's to do in Cleveland. I'm gonna go to the fight this weekend, but you feel I was supposed to go to Vegas. My wife mad. I done changed the trip at the last minute, so I'm gonna end up going to the fight. But I just don't know what the hell to do in Cleveland to keep my wife, you feel me, occupied during the weekend, man. So if hey Brandon in Cincinnati, if somebody from Cleveland, man, I send a counterpunch for somebody. I guess just to give me an idea of some shit to do in Cleveland or the outskirts or something like that though. But probably for the cards, I got all the favorites though, because I don't really think nobody besides Mason in like a real competitive fight. I don't too much know the dude Shu Shu fight, and that could be a decent one, but I kind of feel it's like a showcase card anyway though. But I'm gonna go because it ain't that much, and it's my birthday. So, but if anybody from Cleveland, I'm gonna send a counterpunch. If somebody from Cleveland can call in and let me know some stuff to do in Cleveland around that area, though, I got you though. That's my call though. I'm about to send you the counter now though for anybody from Cleveland or whatever. Just to. All right, appreciate it.
T Stacks. Damn, I think I just cut the line. My bad, Trees. Okay. Trees, what up?
Yow.
Yo.
What up, though? What up, though? Yeah, man. Hey, you British motherfucker. I hear you talking that shit about you. What makes Albert Bell so much better than Joe? Motherfucker, if Joe Cordina was better than Albert Bell, nigga, why didn't he take the fucking fight when we was down there at 1:30 waiting on this dusty ass? But that's neither here nor there. Hey, man. Oh, and to my brethren, what was that, Chrome? If you going to Cleveland for the fight, first off, we gotta link up, gang. Hopefully I get to check you out. I want to see what the fuck the community hitting for. But when you in Cleveland, my nigga, they got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. You and your lady should do that, gang. That'd be a nice little, you feel me? A little sightseeing thing for y'all to do. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that's always a play. But yeah, man. Abdullah Mason is in trouble. I'm hearing people talking about this young lion shit. We turned him into a house cat. He's getting domesticated. You feel me? Shu Shu, shout out to him. I'm ready to see what he look like live and in person. I know motherfuckers been talking about him calling people. He's definitely calling everybody out. I don't know what guys was talking about with that shit. He calling everybody out. I expect him to win this fight. Tiger Johnson, can't wait to see him live and in color. I expect him to win that fight, but that Christopher Guerrero is a dangerous motherfucker, man. Very dangerous. Canadian shit. You know, they actually be boxing around that bitch. He's solid. He's solid. I done seen a couple of his fights. He halfway decent. But the person I'm also interested in seeing, that Scooter Davis motherfucker. Usually he over there on the East Coast, but he coming to the Midwest. I love to see it. He bringing his talents to the Midwest. Can't wait to see him. Real knockout artist. You feel me? Real violence in that motherfucker. Y'all know I'm about that violence, but in that main event, my guy, Alberto Campana. You feel me? We gon' strategically box. You feel me? We gonna box gracefully. You feel me? We not necessarily gonna do all the violence and shit like that. We gonna leave that to the undercard. We here to calculate, you feel me, and take advantage of our opportunity. Cause this shit, we have to take advantage of this opportunity. I'm not sure that we'll ever get another one. You hear me? We can't go down in flames. We have to get this dub. You feel me? I was listening to Abdullah Mason on the Ariel Hawani show. Ness, I don't know if you caught his interview, but I ain't gonna lie. When I'm hearing him talk, I think I think my guy Albert Bill might get this done, man. I figured that his brothers and shit was gonna be fighting. That's something I didn't factor in. He talking about his nerves and shit. Oh, my brother's gonna be on the card and shit. You know, watching them, I get more nervous for them than I get for my own fights. I'm like, nigga, get as nervous as you can. Be as nervous as you will. But listen, man, we need all the motherfucking nerves that we can get, man. Alberto Campana will be the new fucking champion come July 5th. You feel me? Motherfuckers thought I was annoying before with this Albert Bell shit. Motherfucker, I'm going to be downright obnoxious. It's going to get ugly around this bitch. Please. You hear me? I do not want to hear motherfuckers rain on my parade. I do not want to hear no hating ass shit. And yes, I'm not one of these niggas who's going to duck and dodge if my man happen to do the L word. We don't even like to use that L word around this motherfucker. But you feel me? I'm going to be around no matter what. I'm everywhere like bird shit. Do you hear me? I expect my guy Albert Bell to get this done. I know Abdullah Mason is like the Michael Jackson this Mason 5 shit, the Jackson 5, however the fuck they the Jackson 5 of boxing. But like I say, man, Albert Bell is the prince. And Purple Rain will reign supreme around this motherfucker. Do you hear me? Abdullah Mason is going down in flames. Unfortunately, we're going to give him a nice push up to 140. You feel me? Go ahead and slide up there, gang. We're going to have this 135 shit on lock for a while. And Shakur. When we get this WBO belt, we know you got that thing. Hey, be very aware. You was ducking and dodging my fighter for a long time. Yeah, have no reason to duck and dodge anymore. We will be on your ass like a diaper rash from the Begans. Like I say, July 4th is going to fuck down fireworks. If you in the building, make sure you link up with the mayor of Toledo, my nigga. You bring the ginger ale, I'ma bring the whiskey. It's going to fuck down. Alberto Campana and the new. But y'all be cool, man.
All right, Treese, appreciate you. Big money on a check-in. What up?
Yo, peace. What's going on, man?
Chilling.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I sure do hope that motherfucking Albert Bell can win because I don't want to see Treese falling apart, man. He been bigging that dude up for years. I like Albert Bell basically because of Treese, because he made me watch the dude, and the dude is tight. You know what I mean? He got some skills. He's a little shaky with that the Keith Hunter fight, but I get the he win is win. He won the fucking fight. Keith Hunter don't think so, but it is what it is. With the card though, that fight with him and Abdullah gonna be tough, man. The reason why I say that is because I think it's been so long for this dude where he's been wanting to get this shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I think it's gonna come down to who can handle the pressure of the moment. I'm gonna lean towards Abdullah because they shook him up and made him the main event that time when Keyshawn fucked around and missed weight. He carried that moment and he carried that whole card. Then you put him in there for that belt with Sam Noakes. He decided he wanted to make this a trial by fire. Like he was like, I'm not gonna make it easy and try and box. I know what I do. I bang out with dudes. You know what I'm saying? He when we think about how he's going when it comes to his experience, I think he's got experience too. I know we say, he's the younger fighter, less fights. Albert Bell's been around the block a bunch of times. But let's not forget Johan Vasquez, a couple fights ago, that Dominican kid from the Bronx, tough like a motherfucker. He had a fight of the year with that dude in 2 rounds and got dropped by the dude, but he stopped him. Your man Armando Martinez Robbie, son of a legend. He just went. I think he went 8 rounds. It took him 8 rounds to stop that dude. And that's the same dude that he just did that this weekend. Same dude that Abdullah dropped in 2, stopped in 2. Abdullah's a very special talent. It don't take away from Albert Bell. It's just I don't know that it's gonna be his weekend because I think Abdullah could carry it. I think he could carry the pressure of the moment. I think he could carry the pressure of the situation, and he could become victorious. He can close the distance. He can make it a fight because that's how he got Johan out of there. He turned it up. He sped up the tempo. He made that man fight at a different pace, and I think he could do the same thing with Albert Bell. Even though Albert Bell is great, I've seen what he can do. He's a real good fighter. Bruce Carrington with Rene Palacios. Man, he got it. He got that one, man. Rene Palacios, pressure fighter. We just looking at the difference between their common opponent with Suleiman Sagawa. Sagawa was at first when I watched the Sagawa fight with Shu Shu, I thought he was giving him real problems. It wasn't so much. It wasn't so much real problem. Watching it back. You know what I'm saying? He walked him down at times, and he was more dominant in those moments. So I think that's the reason why they gave it to him. Plus, he didn't really damage Shu Shu too much. Not like he did when he was fighting Palacios. And Palacios was pressing him. It's just that Palacios is real predictable. He drops that lead shoulder. He drops levels. He gets in close, and he wants to make it a fight. He tried to frustrate Sagawa in the early rounds, fighting him close. Leading hooks. Just a lot of predictable shit. And Sagawa got, aside from beating him up and making his face disfigured, he had him in trouble in the 11th. The only thing was, I think both of them dudes' gas tank was out, and that's where it's going to be the difference. Bruce got a better gas tank. He got a better gas tank, so I see him stopping Palacios. He's a much bigger dude too. Palacios is smaller than him. Tiger Johnson and Christopher Guerrero. Christopher Guerrero's tough. The only reason I know Christopher Guerrero because shout out to Ryan from the 6. He interviewed him a couple months ago. He was talking about he wanted to make a run at one of these 147 belts. He's a tough dude, but when he hooks off, it's wide hooks, and a lot of the times them dudes that like hooking off and like brawling with you, they gotta stop and reset. Tiger Johnson is good at them 1-2s right down the pipe. That's how he dropped Nicholas Floss. And it was nothing but downhill for Nicholas Floss after he caught him with that nice 1-2. And Tiger Sharp, he gonna catch him with a 1-2, and then it's gonna be downhill for him from there. So I got Tiger in that one too. I think Tiger could stop him. Last one I got is Derek Davis. We fuck with Scooter, man. Shark season. Carlos Ramos at this point I think is more of a journeyman. Like I think he won like a 6-rounder like 2 fights ago. But the last fight he had with Dmitry Arsenal, I think it is, the Wasp from Belarus, that was a better fight. I would have liked that fight for Scooter. I think Scooter could step up to that level, even though Arsenal is what 13-0 right now. He's tough. He stopped this dude Carlos Ramos, and that was his last fight before he stepped in with Scooter. So I get it. Maybe they doing this because they want Scooter to have somebody tough to punch on, But it's not really a step up. So I definitely see him washing this guy because the guy's been stopped before. Again, he just got stopped by the last guy who I really wish was the guy that Scooter was fighting now. I think that would have been a better step up fight, and it would show me exactly where he is. But yeah, man, and then I don't really know the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like the Mason brothers, I don't know who they are really. Like I know that they his brothers, but I never really seen none of them dudes fight. Hopefully, they show us that there's talent in the family, and that Abdullah is not the most talented. So it is what it is with those guys. Hopefully they look good. But yeah, that was it for the card, man. That's all I got.
All right, Bo.
All right, man. Peace.
What up?
Yo, I'm just calling back. I was trying to get your opinion on it.
We
What do you?
gotta hit a counterpunch, champ. You only get one free call.
Okay, I got you.
Discord available, X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Last call for them callers. Last call for them callers. For anybody trying to get right, you already know TBV will be having a sale as of today that's going to run through July 5th at midnight. So you got from now until midnight to get right with the TBV peptides. If you want to use my stack, I use Retta, Tessa, and Mod C on my go-to. That's part of the TBV bundle for $185. You don't get to use the 4th of July discount on that bundle. All promotions that are out already, this 4th of July discount does not apply. So to the TBV bundle, to the mitochondria bundle, those prices are set. Those are already discounted tremendously. But for the 4th of July, if you spend 100, you get 5% off. You spend 400, 10%, 500, 20%. DM me, hit me up on Telegram, Instagram. Let me know. Last call for them callers if you're trying to call in. King Counter. Timboski, free call, Timboski, whatever.
Yeah,
4th of
what you
July
saying?
sale right now. Hit me up. It lasts only until July 5th at midnight. No code needed. What's up, Timbo? Ski.
What's going on, Mr. Gibbo? Salute, Mr. Gibbo, man. This is the free call. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? What's going on, man? Salute to the community. Salute to everyone. Hope everyone's having a great week. Hope everyone's family's well and healthy. You know what I'm saying to you? The haters keep hating. Your hate propels my rocket ship into the galaxy. You know what I'm saying to you? To talk this boxing shit. So, Mr. Gibbo, man. It's a very good topic. I don't know why the Americans don't support Abdullah Mason the way he should be. He's a young, hungry,
Can
junkyard
you turn
dog.
off
You know
your
what I'm saying?
radio so we don't get flagged?
Sorry about that, man.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. Sorry about
You
that.
got it, champ.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yes. I don't know why the people over there, across the ponds, can't support Abdullah Mason as you lot should be doing. He's a young, hungry junkyard dog. Junkyard dog. We see that in his fights, entertaining fights. I was surprised when he did get dropped by that guy. Was a puncher that he did get dropped by. So you know what I'm saying to you, I can't argue with him. But he does take credible matchups. I was a bit confused with the guy that called in earlier, one of your first callers. That's what I'm saying to you. You have to follow you have to follow a certain conversation sometimes, Mr. Gibler. Not yourself, but I'm talking about the whole community, because some people like to just re-rock stuff. You understand? 1 minute he said that Joe Cordina, he think he's Albert Bell is better than Joe Cordina. Excuse me, in what sense? That doesn't make any sense. Albert Bell, for example, it's a strange one with Albert Bell. He's 6 foot. And what is he, 30 plus years old now? He should have been at 140. He should have started his career at 140, not 130. And he's been at 135 multiple times before he got this matchup. So I'm a bit disappointed about the way Albert Bell's career has been structured. I did want to see him in multiple matchups. He has tried to get a couple fights that I've been interested in him being in, but it's just that management, politics, corruption in the sport hasn't got him those bouts. But I am looking forward to this bout. 1 minute the caller that called in said that it's a 50-50 fight, but then he said, I don't see any way of Albert Bell winning. So that makes no sense. Thank you, first of all. Secondly, Albert Bell is a good quality fight. You know the reasons towards why Joe Cordina couldn't proceed to be in that fight. So don't ever talk about it's a dark, this and that. No, it's just, the different rules and regulations over here, that stopped him from getting this bout, because that would have been a very entertaining bout. Joe Cordina, very skilled, in my opinion. He fought the way better competition.
Well, it's not rules and regulations. He caught a charge.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, rules and regulations.
He got an assault. He can't leave the country, so he fucked up the bag.
Yeah, but some people.
And he hit that dude first too, man. I wonder what that dude said to make him. Cause he should at least like got in the dude's face and made the dude, do something to him first so he could be like self-defense, bro.
Well, dude, Mr. Gibler,
they set him up too. For all we know, the dude recording was with the guy, cause that shit was perfect angle.
Fair enough, Mr.
He gonna have to settle out. He ain't going to jail or nothing, but he gonna settle. He gonna have to pay.
Yeah, he gonna settle out. He gonna settle out. Then we get back to the drawing board and we work on the craft. We did get a setback against Kakasi. You know what I'm saying? Then we look good against Quinduros, and we look good against Flores Jr. He looked decent in both of those bouts. I was looking forward to seeing what he could do against a young, hungry, barbershop lion like the young Abdullah Mason.
Barbershop lion. What in the hell?
A barbershop young Afro jelly bean lion. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Gibler?
Fuck?
Listen. Albert Bell. I've been disappointed with what he's been doing. Excuse me, Albert Bell. Your name's Albert Bell, but you ain't ringing no bells. You know what I'm saying to you? But because you're 6 foot fighting at 126 or 130, 135. You should be at 140, 147. That guy's a big ass motherfucker. People are confused why people ain't taking fights in the man. You're 6 foot. He's there fighting guys on 5'6", 5'7". And let me not get onto Bruce Shu Shu Carrington, because he owes my boy Sigawa a rematch, because we know that Sigawa beat him.
Am I lying, Mr. Gibbler, or not? Huh?
I don't think Seagal will beat him.
Oh yeah.
It was a tough fight. Tough fight.
Yeah, tough fight, tough fight. You never want to give the African man any credit, man. The African man went over there and he put hands and foots on Shu Shu. Because in my opinion, Shu Shu still needs to get some tuning up, some fine tuning to do. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm not happy with his defensive lapses sometimes. You know what I'm saying to you? I believe the punching power is there, but like I said, he lacks in certain instances, certain exchanges he lacks. So I do believe that he'll get whooped on by Espinoza. He'll get knocked out viciously, put on a stretcher like Fulton did by Inoue. And as for my boy Tiger Johnson, oh come on, man, are you happy with that matchup that they're putting him in there with?
I mean, it's a tough fight. It's not
You
a
think it's a, you
name,
think
but it's a tough fight.
You think it's a tough fight? Fair enough. Fair enough. You get me? Beggars can't be choosers. I do want to see Tiger Johnson. That's one thing I did agree with the caller what he said. He is ready. I believe he is ready for a title shot. I believe anybody at 147 WC. Why can't Keyshawn Davis? You should need to step up and go fight someone. That's what I'm saying. Why can't those guys? I don't understand. Why can't they get on? Why can't they get on? Tiger Johnson's got more reigns, and even though he's never been a world champion, fair enough. But he's got more rights to claim at rights at getting a Devin Haney shot than fucking Keyshawn Davis, or they can both scrap out for it. How about they both have a tournament at that 147 division for the chance to take on a Devin Haney or take on a Liam Paro? You understand? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But let me spin it back to my boy Mos Itamo real quickly, Mr. Gibbler. You know what we're gonna do to what we're gonna do to Hergovich, right? You have a great idea what we're gonna do to him, right?
Yep, we know
Right?
now.
What's that? What's that? What do we know now?
I mean, based off what you're saying, you feel like Hergovich is gonna go in there and win and destroy him.
Huh?
I mean, not
Huh?
Hergovich, Atama. Excuse me, Atama.
I was thinking, I need what you smoking on, boy. Yeah. We're gonna
What you be
destroy and
smoking
dispose.
on?
Yeah,
Who
what
you
you be
been
smoking
drinking
on, man?
with?
And we're gonna destroy and dispose of Hergovich, and then we're gonna take Frank Sanchez. We're gonna put a Cuban detonator in his brain. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put a Cuban bomb right up in his shit, and then we're gonna go on and take reigns over the heavyweight division for the next decade or so. You know what I'm saying? And if your boy Benavidez or any of them motherfuckers up there want to come up there and see what we want to do, then that's cool. We see what's popping. But hey, shout out to Carissa Shields. Shout out to the whole of that, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan area over there. You got
You
great
may
fighters,
feel like
vicious
it's your
fighters over
time,
there. I'll be back. I'll be
but
back,
it's
Mr.
not your
Gibbler, man.
time.
All right, AC, what up? AC. Yo, going once.
Yo, you get me?
You do now.
Yeah. What's up, man?
What
Shit, I'm
up?
going shit, bro. So if I break up, just let me know, man. But shout out to y'all. This beautiful Wednesday, man. July 1st. You got to know it. We in the middle of the summer, baby. The bikinis and the ass cheeks is out. You got to know it. It's a good day. It is a good day. But yeah, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the Grand Company, Mr. Gibbs. Now I ain't gonna lie, man. I was gonna touch on the topic, but it was a conversation that you was just having with a couple callers, man, that kind of piqued my interest, bro. So I just I'm genuinely curious, man. Like I don't understand this concept that niggas have with this a dude's deserving an easy fight and shit like that, or trying to get niggas beat. Like, are we trying to watch people win or trying to watch competitive fights? You know what I'm saying? And see competition. Like, I could never imagine. I mean, Ness, I know you don't watch other sports, man, but the New York Knicks just won the championship in basketball. I could not imagine asking the Knicks to fucking play the 17 win Wizards every single game and being impressed by that shit, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, why are we protecting and babying basically every single fighter, bro? Like, how is that? Like, when has that ever made a nigga a star, bro? Protecting a nigga, you know what I'm saying? And like, I get it. People develop at different stages, you know what I'm saying? Levels is definitely a thing, you know what I mean? Some people are on the high level, and some people are on the mid tier. Some people are on the low level. But respect of the level that you're on, or the respective level that you're on, you're supposed to be. You would want ideally the niggas to fight good competition, bro. Like like niggas is calling in fucking terrified because Abdullah Mason is fighting Albert Bell, bro. And it's crazy to me because like a lot of you same dudes will be calling into this show talking so tough and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm this, that, and the third. But then we calling in, well, why is he fighting this guy? They're just trying to get him beat. Oh, like, that shit is embarrassing, bro. I promise you, that shit is crazy, man. Like, you niggas don't have no balls, bro, and no nuts, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? As a red-blooded man who's born with some testosterone, bro, how do you look at a nigga and be like, oh, he's just trying to get me beat? That's fucking insane to me, bro. Like, you niggas got to do better, bro. Like, and it seems like, man, it only applies to certain fighters because there's certain niggas that they fans only want them in fights that they think they're gonna get beat in, and there's other niggas that they don't want them in no fights that they think they can get beat in. And it's like, if you're a fighter thinking a nigga is going to beat you, you already lost, bro. Like, how you look at a grown man and be like, oh yeah, he gonna beat my ass? Like, I don't know, maybe if the nigga looks like the Big Show, you know what I'm saying, or like Tyson Fury, that motherfucker's like 6'8", 300 pounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can see that, bro. But a regular nigga that's your size, bro, like, that shit is insane to me because it don't make no sense, bro. Like, you niggas got to do better, bro. Like, and you niggas really need to stop coming in talking like, cause y'all be talking this shit between each other and shit too. Like, oh, you gonna beat up this caller and that. But be terrified for niggas to do anything, bro. Like, we're here for the smoke, bro. We're here for the dogs, bro. We're here to see who was the steppers, my nigga, who's the G's, bro. We're here for the niggas who's trying to be great. You know what I'm saying? If Abdullah Mason believes in his heart that he can be great, let that nigga try, bro. Like, we're not, like, I don't give a fuck about a nigga going 100-0, bro. It's only like 4 people in boxing history with an O that really even matters, bro. Like, fucking what's my man, the heavyweight nigga Rocky Marciano, just because he's a heavyweight. Finito Lopez, just because he's one of the greatest small niggas ever. Floyd Mayweather, just because he beat the most champions ever. And maybe you can put Bud Crawford in there because the nigga was like 3-time undisputed, bro. But outside of that, cuz that shit don't motherfucking matter, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck about a nigga having a O, bro. Ali ain't got no O. Fucking Ray Leonard don't got no O, bro. Manny Pacquiao don't got an O. That shit does not matter, bro. We're not here to see who can be unbeaten the longest versus nobody's, my nigga. We're here to see who's the best, bro. When the best fights the best, somebody has to lose. How you call a nigga the best, but you don't want them niggas to fight none of the best, bro? You're trying like these, like, come on, bro. It's too many 30-year-old fucking prospects in sport right now. Because you niggas be scared, because you niggas be terrified. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is not cool, bro. That shit is not cool. Grow some fucking balls out here, bro. Be nigga. Men have testosterone, bro. Men are naturally supposed to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? Not on no hater shit, but just competition, bro. But it's like you niggas don't have that in your heart, bro. The heart to want to show that you the nigga. You're that nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this shit crazy, bro. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, shout out to Abdullah Mason, bro. I was debating on going to this card, you know what I'm saying? But I might end up going to DC for the fireworks and shit this weekend. But man, Mason and Bell, that's a great fight. Hopefully we get a very entertaining one, bro. Shu Shu, I'm very interested in seeing what he ends up doing, man. I would like to see him get a cut. Because I don't think I saw a little rumor that said he might be getting the Inoue fight in like January or some shit like that. If it happens, man, that's a great fight. But now that he has a title, I would love to see him be able to step up his competition, man, and get into some bigger and better matchups from there at 126, man. Possibly the Espinoza unification. Although, hey, I ain't gonna lie, Espinoza probably beat the shit out there, man. You know what I'm saying? That boy too big. But that's a great fight. Angelo Leo, that'll be a great fight for Shu Shu, man. Although they say Angelo Leo been ducking them. And to another caller earlier, yeah, Shu Shu do be calling niggas out, bro. He's be calling out anyway. He's been calling out Espinoza for a little minute. As soon as Stephen Fulton moved up from 122, he was calling that boy out. You know what I'm saying? Shu Shu, we got to see, because, you know, it's a lot of guys who say people names, but then when they get an opportunity to actually make a fight, them niggas don't fight. Case in point, Shakur right now with Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So you never know. But we going to see. Hopefully he actually is with the shit that he's talking about, and hopefully he actually gets an opportunity to prove that shit, man. But yeah, that's all I really got for you, man. Y'all stay blessed on this good Wednesday, man. And you niggas grow some balls, bro. You bring testosterone back. Wait, hold on. Devin versus Boots, bro. That's the fight to make, man. Biggest fight in boxing, bro. You got to know it, my nigga. Devin versus Boots, bro. We need that. We need to bring that into the air, bro. That's the biggest fight in boxing. The two best American boxers or the two best black Americans going right now. We need that shit, man. 2026, 2027. Let's get that action going. You got to know it. But y'all be good, man, for sure.
Punch Talk. What up?
What up? Hey, who hating on my boy Emiliano, bruh? He's a future star. Like he said, next year in summer, he's gonna be a world champion, bruh. He got that swag. He knows how to talk. He got style. He got class. He's mature, respectful. He can get mean in the motherfucking ring. Come on, bro. That's future star right there. Future star status, bro. Y'all ain't gotta hate. He'll drop down to 135 and beat the shit out of Mason, bro. Mason go up to 140 and let him put hands on you. I know they're in the same stable or whatnot, top rank, but he's gonna be 5 years from now, bro. He's gonna be way bigger than Mason, bro. So, man, stop hating on Emiliano, bro. If he was black, I'm sure hella people would be on his dick, bro. But he's a Mexican American, bro, and son of a legend. He's a future star, bro. He got hands too. So, yeah, y'all gonna see, bro. Mason, he gonna lose Saturday. Bell's gonna take that belt on Saturday, a new champ and the new. So it's all good, Bell. They gave you some smoke early. It's all good, bro. I mean, Mason, they gave you smoke early, bro. It's all good. Bounce back. You feel me? But yeah, bro, stop hating on Emiliano, bro. He a future star, bro. He up on the mainstream media. He got interviews here and there and shit, bro. He's not like his dumbass brothers. Yeah, bro, future star, bro. Put some respect on my homie. That's it. Y'all have a good one.
All right, all right. We got. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Discord available, X Spaces available. We also have Zoom rocking and rolling. First super chat of the day. Lance Shepard says, Ness, I'm here. No, I'm here, Ness. Hashtag keep it punching. Boxing glove, prayer hands emoji, black hand emoji. Black heart emoji. Costa Fantama $2. We got, he says, shit, fucking pop up, Lord. He says, true 3 paper popper emojis. Viva Mexico, cabrones. Soccer ball emoji. World Cup emoji. And the stadium emoji. And we got Lake County dropped a $20 super chat. Counterpunches for whoever. Miss B, $5. I will be at the fight. Mason versus Bell is a better fight to me. Nervous for Mason, but I got him for the win. Cleveland, my punta B, welcome to the prospect level. Jay, Where Swizz, member for 25 big old months on that champ level. Salute, champ. We appreciate you and your support.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
And he says, can we skip Squidward's phone calls? Who's Squidward? Brandon, counterpunch we got to. Cornerman, counterpunch for Brandon. Pristine Sports, counterpunch for Brandon. Chrome, counterpunch for Treese. Yo, what's your IG? At NestGTO. Telegram at NestGTO. So we got counters. Where ya at? Where ya at? Uh, phone calls are available. T Stacks, what up? T Stacks. Rocking.
Nest, audio coming through?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Let me turn this down. I'm at work in the break room eating some lunch. Looks like I got an opportunity, man. The show's been Boots and Zias, man. They have kept the lines packed the last couple days. That's like really, really great to see. I was in the house for that show, for that fight. Man, obviously a million people have said it, but the energy in the house was amazing. Um, is it just you, Dolo?
Yep.
All right, fam. Well, to weigh in on the matchups this weekend, I see this replacement with Bell as being a much tougher matchup, much better matchup. I don't know honestly it what could happen. I could see it going either way. I think out of just ignorance to Bell, I haven't seen him fight. I just like hear about him on this show. Shout out Treese, but I would still maybe favor Mason a little bit. It was kind of interesting before the fight, before I jumped into Barclays. I was at a bar with Chris Algieri. I was talking to Algieri about this. And he was still favoring, I mean, like, I feel like he would have better knowledge than me, certainly. He was definitely still favoring Mason. He also saw it as a tough matchup, but he felt Mason would still pull it through. What's your thoughts on it, Ness? I know when you first broke the news to us, you were like, yo, you gave us some intel about their background in sparring. Where do you stand on the matchup?
Yeah, man. I think 60-40, 50-50.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I think that's kind of mentally where I'm at. I don't know anything about Shu Shu's opponent. Do you know anything about this guy?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I guess I just have to say, I hope I favor him. Regarding that division, bro, like, I don't know what the fuck is up with those champions, but they need to fight each other, dude. Like, they're like, 126. They don't even got enough like clout or attention to be being divas like this. These guys absolutely need to just get their shit together and fight each other. I'm sick of hearing Shu Shu talk about Inoue. Like you're just waiting on the little Canelo to come up and get a payday. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it feels. Like everyone's waiting around for that in a way payday in and around his weight class because him and Canelo and Gervonta Davis, I think they're the three economies, the walking economies of boxing. You can't say the same about Usyk because he just gets turkey checks. That's the only reason. Otherwise, he's not like a big star like that, in my opinion, anyway. But I think Shu Shu needs to fight his fellow champions there. So I'm hoping a unification can come after he hopefully puts on a great performance against this guy. Besides those two, who were the other big standouts on that on the card?
Tiger Johnson.
Oh, I don't. Well, then shit. I don't know who he's up against, but I'm definitely rooting from Tiger. I'm
Christopher
originally an Ohio
Guerrero.
boy. I don't know who that is, but I'm always gonna root for Tiger, man. I'm originally an Ohio boy. I live in South Carolina now, but yeah, repping all the Ohio guys. Which is again why this matchup between Mason and Bell is so fire, dude. Two Ohio guys. I think it's so much better for this card. The last thing I'll comment on, I think I just tuned in like 5-10 minutes ago. Some guy said like we need Boots and Haney. I agree, man. I hope a matchup like that can happen at least eventually because now they're in and around the same weight class. When I imagine that hypothetical, who knows if it happens? Hopefully it happens. But I would favor Boots. My reasoning for that is I think Haney has the edge on all the teachable skills, and I think maybe slight, but I think Boots has the edge on the things that can't be taught, like the natural abilities and stuff. I would definitely favor Boots. But anyway, that's a hypothetical. I'm pretty sure the latest news I heard from. Just want to throw this last thing out before I peace out. Um, the latest updates I got from Dan Raphael about the Canelo date being pushed back is that's because Canelo just had a baby and he's trying to spend more time with his family before starting camp, and he requested a delay in the dates. That
Allegedly.
is what
Because
allegedly.
because
That is
because
allegedly.
there's rumors that he got pushed off because he's not in control anymore. He's being paid by Turkey, and they want Conor Ryan on that date. We'll
That so
see. We'll
I'm
see if
hearing
that's
that
true.
rumor. Yeah, I've seen that rumor as well. I will say I do trust Dan Raphael. He usually he's really vigilant about what he reports, and that's from direct contact
No,
with the
for sure.
Canelo
I
camp
trust
allegedly.
Dan. I trust Dan like
Yeah,
a lot. Like
yeah.
I trust him.
The other right, the other thing I'm hearing not from Dan Raphael, this is just rumor mill shit, is that Fundora is trying to get his WBC mandatory out of the way this
Yeah,
year,
yeah. That's being reported.
which it would
Samson
rule out a
Lewickovich is
possibility.
saying that. He's saying
Yo,
that they're not negotiating with Boots, that they got the mandatory.
yo, man, I'm a fan of the
They just
game. I'm
playing
not an
hardball. You
expert.
know that's how it is.
Right. Like I just gotta say, bro, like I feel very frustrated with Samson Lukowitz, bro. Over the last couple of years, man, it feels like the optics are that this guy keeps getting in the way of like
Yep.
really good fights
Yep.
happening. And that's the optics, bro. But look, I appreciate you putting on as always, Ness. That's all I got.
Yeah, man. Discord available, X Spaces, and the landline. We got T Stacks, third time. T Stacks. T Stacks can't connect, bro. What's going on? T Stacks. T Stacks. Hey, yo, last call for them callers, man. Stacks is in the Phantom Zone with the Superman Nemesis. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Hit me up on Telegram. Don't forget, we got Pat Bondado bringing us back. T Stack still ain't back. Where you at?
Hey, Ernest, you here?
Bondado. We hear you. We hear you.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, Ness, for rocking out, man. Yo, I didn't have time to call today, but I have to make it up, man. But yeah, shout out to Abdullah Mason for taking that fight, man. Because I'm sure, you know, he wasn't forced to take it, short notice. But it's a dangerous fight, man, and I have to applaud him for that. And man, yeah, that's gonna be a great fight, bro. Uh, as far as Tiger Johnson, is is he not supposed to be a contender yet, Tiger?
I mean, what you mean supposed to be
Like, is he not like the mandatory yet for one of them belts?
No.
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 Okay. Okay. But yeah, man, like I don't have much to say about that night because I was so much focused on the Boots and Xander night. But yeah, man, I'm still looking for. I mean, like, to be honest with you, I would have Albert Bell beating Joe Cordina. So I mean, like, that's a very dangerous fight. But to say one thing is that at least Mason was preparing for an orthodox fighter. Obviously, Albert Bell is more rangy and stuff like that. So, but at least he was preparing for an orthodox fighter. But Albert Bell was preparing for an orthodox fighter, so he wasn't preparing for a southpaw. So that might make a difference. But that's a really good matchup, really. I mean, you have like Mason who can box, but he's a puncher too. I think Albert Bell is more like, from what I've seen this last fight, he's more like someone who really keeps his distance and pick his shots. He can. I'm not sure like he's a real puncher, but he can punch. Like he's, he does have like I wouldn't say he's got like soft hands. So yeah, that's a good matchup, man. And who's before Tiger Johnson? There's another one who's I believe there's
Shu
there's a
Shu
Shu
Shu's
Shu,
the
yeah.
co-main event.
Oh, Shu Shu is the co-main.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so that's a defense that he's doing. That's basically like as a defense.
Yeah.
Defending his belt. Yeah, but like Shu Shu, like, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. These 126, bro, no one's fucking unifying in that division, bro. That's crazy. Like, honestly, like the division is like, they have good fighters, but no one is basically daring to try to unify. So that's kind of pissing me off a little bit, that 126 division. The 130 is a bit the same, no? 130, who's unified 130? Nobody again. So yeah, man. What about 135? Same shit.
140, same shit.
Bro, the 154 was supposed to be one of the most difficult division, and at least like you have like people that unify, like the 130, 120, 130, 130, 135, nothing. 140, same. 147, no one. No one is unified either.
No.
Fucking hell. Crazy. Shit. But anyway, man, I just wanted to check in today. But yeah, looking forward to Saturday night as well. It's gonna be another long night for me. But yeah, man, that's boxing. I appreciate you, my brother. I keep listening if someone calls.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Last call for them callers.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice. Yes, GTO.
Two-tone the superstar.
Border, wars.
Shout out to the motherfuckers.
Border, wars. It's easy to kill a fish. You just gotta pour poison in the water.
Two-tone said he need another hit. Hold on, Ness, you know Mozzie with the I'm gon' stick you with this jab and it's gon' hit just like a brick. Tone on commentary like you can't believe this. Can't believe this. What up, Star? You know she promote the health. You know we promote the squabbles. We don't wanna hear no talking if you ain't gon' run the squabble. Know that hook gon' leave him drunk, have him loopy like he Charlo. When I hear that bell ring, he smoke just like a blunt. I hit up Nessie, got the link. I left from Pesos with the run. I need that go like Michael Spinks, need that cover of the ring. Beat him bad like Billie Jean, like OC did round one. I put that paper up on this fight and it's gon' end in round one. Come on, Tone, you know the vibe. After this, let's roll one. And we got yams pulling up like it was Turkey Day or something.
And we got yams pulling up like it was Turkey Day or something. There's something.
Border wars, border wars, border wars, border wars. Trees came with the drink, don't trip, bro.
Good morning, TBD. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Solo, Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. Lord have mercy.
Boxing Voice.
We are here to talk about Border Wars 18, Orlando, Florida, School of Hard Knocks.
We at Border Wars. Better book your ticket, cause we on tour. We got fade, scraps, talking about order. Money on the scraps, yeah, it's money on the floor. We at Border Wars. Better book your ticket, cause we on tour. We got fade, scraps, talking about order. Money on the scraps, yeah, it's money on the floor. Yeah, it's money on the floor. Who you betting on? Mozzie smart money, all these hooks I'm putting on. Prince like Nassim, all this drip I'm putting on. Light up on my feet, I'm like Shakur, I pick 'em off. Pick 'em right apart. It ain't no comparing, ain't no need to pick apart. This the boxing voice at 9 a.m., I cut it on. Coffee in the spliff, then hit the gym and get it on. We can get it on. Middle of the ring, hear the bell ding. First control the distance, then I let the jabs slay. Uppercut a lift him like Tyson did Mike Spinks. Who you betting on? Mozzie smart money, all these hooks I'm putting on. Prince like Nassim, all this trip I'm putting on. Light up on my feet, I'm like Shakur, I pick 'em off. We at border wars. Better book your ticket, cause we on tour. We got fade, scraps, talking about order. Money on the scraps, yeah, it's money on the floor. We at border wars. Better book your ticket, cause we on tour. We got fade, scraps, talking about order. Money on the scraps, yeah, it's money on the floor.
Bro, help is on the way. Like, pull that nigga up, bro. Niggas don't really get it, though.
Vega, what up? Counter.
Yo,
Yo.
you mentioned before a couple days ago about measuring your estrogen.
Yeah, I'm checking it and trying to bring it down.
So, like, is that like a device or something?
No, you got to do your blood. Got to do your blood.
Okay.
So I did
You
my
know,
blood May 17th, and I did it again June 24th. Because on May, my shit was high.
right. Okay.
So
No,
they give
I
you,
just wanted to get that
like,
info out there.
they give you, you know, you can do different things, but there's also medication to bring it down. So you get on the meds and
Right.
you got to go back and check the blood and see. And then if not, you got to take more of the meds to drop it down more. Yeah.
No, for sure, man. I know as you age, you know, the hormones, you know,
Well,
they
it's more
change.
me. It's more me. Like I've said, I'm pretty open, but I like to keep it to the Nest to Give channel. But I didn't follow the dosage of the doctor for my testosterone. I'm giving myself more testosterone than the doctor recommended. I don't. Just because you got a PhD don't mean you know what works for me. And
Hey, no, absolutely. Don't make you smart either.
and
I
and
would
and
agree.
and these doctors, they prescribe testosterone to individuals as as uh as a one size fits all. Everyone goes in there and they tell everyone the same thing. If anybody was as open as me, they'll tell you. They go in there, they tell you your shit is low, you tell them your symptoms, they do your blood, they tell you it's low, and then they say, all right, here, take this 120, divide that into 2 weeks, take these pills, take two of these pills 2 times a week, and it's like that's it. Everybody's on the same shit. 2 shots, 2 pills. And it's like, bro, that ain't it. I do more than, a 20-year-old. So, you can't just think that whatever you giving that other 50-year-old who just is like working an office job and doesn't go to the gym, isn't hiking, isn't swimming, isn't lifting fucking weights like a 20-year-old. Like, bro, we not the same. We not the same. So, I up my own dose and I'm monitoring it. I hired a coach, so we now leveling my estrogen to where we want it.
For sure, man. That's great to hear. No, I just definitely great, good info. I think a lot of people need to hear stuff like that because there's just been a lot of estrogen today. God damn, boy. I heard somebody earlier said, I'm scared. I'm scared for the prospects. I want to get the meat. Like, yeah. And then I heard something about who has better skin or some shit like that. Like, bro, get control. Go to your doctor. Get your fucking blood test. Man, I don't get it, man. Motherfuckers said they want to see gladiators.
I mean,
And
but
then when
you
it's the
you
fight of
talking
their
from
life,
a
you don't get your
comical
fucking
standpoint, but we were debating from a
homo
promoter
shit,
standpoint.
man. And get the motherfucker talking about I'm scared for brown legs. Shut that gay shit up, man. Listen, how the fuck you gonna become world champion and still be picking and choosing and it be knowingly like, come on, man. Yo, they got this man the belt. He wanted the belt to have something as representation that he is one of the best, if not the best. And now he's taking on all challenges. I'm talking about Abdullah Mason being fast paced. You always talked about all them 8-rounders. Look where he's at now at his age. This kid is the one to get behind. He's representing not just where he's from, he's representing the great country of the USA. Fighting on motherfucking Independence Day, man. This is the shit we should get behind. Fighters like this. Xander, you saw him. He stepped up. He took it. He got his ass whooped. Whoop-de fucking do. I don't mean we got to throw him away or he ain't shit or he can't come back. This is what boxing's supposed to be about. We don't want motherfuckers talking about, yeah, I want to prove I'm the best, but I need a catch weight. I want to fight the best, but I need a rehydration clause. I want to fight the best, but I'm the A side. Nah, fuck it. Run it. Motherfucking fade. Stop out here talking about you're scared or that guy think he's cuter. Who gives a fuck? God damn, man. Go ahead, call your doctor. See if you can. Hey, if your general practitioner doctor, whatever the fuck it's called, your general doctor's unavailable, get to a motherfucking clinic, man. Get your fucking blood tested, cause y'all got a lot of high estrogen. I'm out.
Peace. What a way to make a point. But it was a different argument, man. We were having a marketing argument. Someone was not happy with the position of Emiliano and the fact that he's being babied. I mean, look at Milanecki. He's being babied, or was being babied. This is his first real fight. I forgot who he's fighting, but he's in a fight. That loss that he suffered, he wasn't supposed to lose. People that are marketable, they don't try to get you to lose. They try to make money with you, man. If you guys don't like that, that's understandable because this is a sport. But it's also a business to the managers, to the promoters, to the networks, to the advertisers. It's a business, man. To us, it's a sport. Y'all gotta, the sooner you learn that, the quicker, you don't waste $5 to talk about estrogen to turn it into a half-wit boxing call because marketing is part of this sport. Oscar De La Hoya wasn't called the Golden Boy because of the gold medal alone. It was all marketing to sell him, And Virgil, he hasn't lost for a reason because they are going to maximize. They're going to maximize. Look, Virgil hasn't done anything, but people are telling Boots that he's his biggest fight. He hasn't won a world title. There's no tickets to talk about, but he's Boots' biggest fight because of marketing. Because of marketing, bro. It's just that simple, man. We can get upset at it all we want, but Dr. Obi, my testosterone's not of a 20. That was just an example. I just give myself more weekly than what I was prescribed. And remember, I'm not doing it blindly. I hired a coach. So, yeah. But we got bands. What up?
Yo. Doula. All right, man. I told you, Ness, you got to see the light at the end of the tunnel, man. I remember one night we had a show. You know what I'm saying? I was the first caller about Abdullah Mason, and I mean, only 5 or 6 people called in. Now we had a whole show. I had the podcast going. I was working and shit. I can barely hear, but yeah, man. Shout out to Abdullah Mason, bro. We here, like, we want all the smoke. So all these guys, I hear people saying that
They babying him. No, bro, we want the smoke, bro. We come to fight. Like we come in to fight. So either way, however it goes, we the future of the sport. Devin Haney wasn't main event in his hometown at 20 years old. Neither was Shakur, I don't believe. Neither was Keyshawn. None of these guys aren't doing what we're doing. Emiliano Vargas is definitely not fighting a 31-0 fighter. You know what I'm saying? A proven veteran in the sport. I mean, he hasn't accomplished anything, but Albert Bell is a good fighter. So once we knock him off, and then you look at our resume and you say we got Sam Noakes and now we got Albert Bell, bro. Then, I don't know, like those some good names. I'll take Sam Noakes over Cambosis, man. Outside of the undisputed titles he won over Tio, but just the type of style and I'm kind of eager to see him get back in the ring too. We need to see what's going on with Sam Noakes. I know he took a lot of damage, but the kid has the goods, man. But yeah, man, we here, 31-0 fighter. You already know we trying to put hands and hooves on him. Yeah, Treese. Yeah, Treese. We're gonna be all in your shit that night. You already know we're gonna beat his ass. I'm telling y'all now, Abdullah Mason gonna beat this dude ass, bro. Like unless he can like clip Abdullah with like I don't know if he throws rights or left, but like an uppercut or something. I think that'll be like Abdullah's biggest detriment whenever he's trying to fight and throw these combinations. He leave his chin like wide open. But I mean, he got to learn that. Hopefully, they fixed on that. They worked on that in the camp. But yeah, man, Emiliano Vargas ain't fighting like us, bro. None of these guys, Camille Moten ain't fighting like us, man. None of these guys, they ain't even on the level of almost Scooter Davis. Scooter Davis gonna surpass these guys by the time they even get some big time fights. So yeah, man, you already know what it is, man. It's Abdullah fucking Mason. Make sure y'all watching the card from the beginning. You got the Abdullah Mason brothers, Abdul and Ibrahim, I believe. They're both going to be on the card with Scooter Davis. And that in itself, not a pay-per-view, that in itself is an interesting fight right there. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the opponents come and make the fights interesting because I think Scooter Davis is going to put on the show, man. Scooter Davis definitely going to put on the show. I think I don't like that they got him on the same card as Abdullah because I don't want those guys to fight anytime soon. But yeah, man, we got that. Then obviously we got. I never watched Tiger Johnson fight, so I'm curious to see what Tiger Johnson does. Somebody that Devin Haney had to jump. The Haneys had to jump. They scared of any type of smoke. But yeah, man. And then we got Shu Shu Carrington and Abdullah Mason. Y'all just enjoy the show, man. We here. We made it, man. We did it. We're gonna be one of the greatest in the sport, man. And we don't give a fuck about nobody. We going up to 140 next. We'll go up to 140 and get the IBF belt, man. We want everything, man. We come for everything, all the smoke, man. So all you guys calling in, talking about testosterone, man, estrogen, bro. This is a Abdullah Mason show. Cut that bullshit out. Nobody want to hear that. We talking about fireworks, man. The type of fireworks, if you don't get that shit out your hand in time, you guys gonna get sparked. Abdullah Mason, spark his ass, Abdullah. Yeah, man, Albert Bell, we coming to spark you out, man. You better be ready. I'm out. Let me get back to work, Ness.
All right. Bobby.
Yeah, these niggas acting up tonight, boy. These niggas hate Haney more than me if they want him to fight Boots. Y'all really want that man on the stretcher. I was just joking, but y'all really want to see that man carried out on the stretcher. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we talking about Abdullah. What's up with y'all niggas being obsessed? Both calls talking
What
about
did the caller
Haney.
said that? What did the caller said?
Yeah, but what is up with y'all? Like, it's an Abdullah
Nobody give a fuck
show.
about that shit, Ness. If Abdullah Mason gonna win. We know this shit already. You know what I'm saying? We want to see Abdullah fight motherfucking Andy Cruz and motherfucking Tyler, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen this Albert Bill dude fight, so that's why I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? If Abdullah lose, Abdullah lose, but he gonna win. Everybody know this. So it's like that's why don't nobody give a damn. I ain't gonna say nobody give a damn because we still gonna watch the shit. But it ain't just a sight because don't nobody know who Albert Bill is. That's the problem. You know, that's this. He got a chance to make a name for himself and to get people to care. He could take everything Abdullah built and become a name, but I just don't think that's gonna happen because I just think Abdullah's it's his time. He got the belt. Ain't no step backwards with the belt. He gonna do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like young champions supposed to do. We seen this shit 1,000 times. You know, but all these motherfuckers ain't shit either way. Emiliano, you know what I'm saying? Niggas talking about this nigga skin and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is ridiculous. You niggas is sad, man. You niggas is fucking sad. All that shit coming to an end because John Arobio will be the king of 140. And he'll smash Emiliano. He'll smash Abdullah Mason. He is the real deal. He is the true prospect we've been waiting on. Abdullah Mason, he gonna get his chin checked by Arobio at 140. He better stay at 35 and pick on them little niggas. That's what he better do. And who else out there? Uh, ain't too many. They all ducking the real smoke. It's still Tank Davis at 135 and Shakur. That's all people want to see. You know what I'm saying? If that shit don't never happen, that shit don't ever happen. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some new niggas on the horizon. People just want shit to talk about. That's just the sport of boxing. Niggas gonna talk about the storyline that never stops. This is a soap opera that never ends. You know what I'm saying? It's the soap opera that never ends. People gonna keep checking in talking about the same characters to them niggas is out the script. That's just how it is. And, when you get to a level where people hate you and want to see you lose, that's when you arrive, and that's when you become a star. Cause no star is without haters. Somebody want to see the nigga get knocked off his high horse. Somebody want to see a nigga take a L. That's the nature of the sport. If motherfuckers ain't feel that way, you wouldn't have that many people watching the fights. Cause some people watch to see it, root for a nigga to win. Some niggas watch to root for a nigga to lose. Some niggas watch to see who the best is. Some people watch just to see people get punched in the face. It's all different types of people that watch for different reasons, and that's how you fill up the stadium. So it just is what it is. People want to talk about Devin Haney. I'll talk about him today. They brought him up. They said they want to see Boots and Devin Haney, and that's ridiculous. And I'm like, these niggas must really hate Devin more than me because they want to see him stretched out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure after Devin saw Boots put on that performance, he never gonna say Boots' name again. I guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? They talking about Keyshawn again. They done dug Keyshawn up from the grave. They know goddamn better. They know what time it is with Boots. They know they can't do nothing with that shit. Instant pack. Instant pack, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Pack his ass up. He'd be done. It'll be the end of his career. We don't even know if Xander gonna come back. He could even come to the post-fight press conference. That's how bad that whipping was. You think Haney gonna get in there? Come on, man. Come back to reality, folks. Come back to reality. Let's get to these motherfucking 50-50 fights. Keyshawn, Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? At 140, we got Shakur and Gary Russell. This is shit people supposed to be talking about. If Albert Bell beats this nigga Abdullah Mason, I hope he takes on the next champion, Murray Tyler. Who else got a build at 35? Tank and the other niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these motherfuckers ducking the name, ducking the
You
champion.
may feel like
We want
it's
the
your
champions
time,
to fight the champion.
but it's not your time.
William, what up?
What's up, man?
What up?
Yeah, man. Abdullah Mason. Yeah, man. Hopefully he win this fight. I'm picking him to win this fight. Even though the dude he's fighting is tall as hell. You know what I mean? He's 6 foot dude. 6 foot is tall for a 135-pound fighter. But hopefully Abdullah pull it out. I want to see Shu Shu put on another statement. He needs, you know what I'm saying? We want that anyway fight. I'm on Shu Shu. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all got a Border Wars fight today or
Saturday
Saturday?
in
Okay.
Orlando.
So it's gonna be streaming live on the.
YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. How long you think it's gonna be? About 3 hours, 4 hours?
Yeah, I mean, we got less fights this time, maybe 3 hours.
What time does it start?
Maybe 11:30. That's the time it's set, but shit happens. Weigh-ins at
Yes,
8
sir.
a.m. Weigh-ins at 8 a.m. You got to weigh in, you got to see the doctor, or you cannot fight.
Damn, y'all doing the weigh-ins on the same day? I thought weigh-ins
That's how
supposed to be like.
amateurs is, man. That's how amateurs is. Get your boxing game and mine up. Same day, same day.
Man, I thought usually weigh. Well, I'm thinking pro.
Hey.
You know, pro.
You sure is. You sure is.
24 hours, and then you freaking weigh in, and then during the fight you freaking hydrate. So that means for the amateurs, they really don't have time to hydrate then. Shoot.
Nope. Ain't no cutting. You ain't supposed to be cutting all the way down. You're supposed to be fighting at your weight. That's why Earl was at 52 and went down to 47.
Oh, Lord. So you gonna have motherfuckers gonna be fighting drained. Oh, Lord. Hopefully nobody on fate or nothing like that then. Shit. Yeah, you got cut weight, and then fight, no hydration. Woo. That's a little brutal.
You're not supposed to be cutting weight.
Man, you already know these motherfuckers be cutting weight now. We're not even gonna cut corners with that. Shit. Man, but yeah, he said it started at 11:30. That means it start 8:30 West Coast time.
Oh, you on the West?
Yeah. So that's 8:30 over here. 11:30 your time. By the time y'all finish, it'll be almost noon. Noon time, and then so when is the Abdullah, they fight Saturday, right?
Yes, sir.
Saturday. When is July 4th? Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday. Oh Lord. Oh man, that means this shit gonna be really lit then. Oh snap! Y'all probably gonna have a July 4th barbecue after the fight too.
It's gonna be barbecue at the fight, and it's gonna be alcohol at the event, food at the event. So yeah, man.
Oh wow, that's good, man.
Coach wants to know what alcohol y'all want too, man. We gonna have beer, and he wants to know what alcohol y'all want. Obviously, he's gonna have for my Latinos, he's gonna have empanadas de pollo and beef. K Banger, you ain't getting none, left us flat. But yeah, man.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. And that's right there in Orlando. Shoot. Oh wow.
What you if you was showing up, what liquor I had to buy for you? What you wanted the coach to have? That white? What you drink? Vodka?
Clear vodka.
Clear vodka. Yeah.
The only dark vodka I would drink is Crown Royal.
Crown Royal.
Yep.
Wow.
It'll be that clear, and then I don't mix my drinks with soda. I mix it with juice. The soda got too much damn sugar in it, and I got high blood pressure. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? And I lost like 50. I already lost like what? I would drop from 330 to 280. I lost like 50 pounds.
Nice.
So yeah, man. I was 330 to now 278. Shoot. How much you weigh now?
201.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute, how tall are you? 6'3" or
6'4", 6'5"?
Oh, okay. You got me about 1 inch. I'm 6'3".
Mm.
Yeah. 6'3". But yeah, man. Yeah, I know you might have some callers. So let me head on out.
I
Y'all
really
have a
will.
y'all have a good barbecue this Saturday.
For sure. For sure. Discord available. X Spaces available. Tito Lavos with the $10 super chat. And he says, talking about Tank, nah, we talking real boxing. Not celebrity death match. Shout out for the 10. Yeah. Check out my new vlog. It's live on the Nesta Gibbs channel. Nest GTO on Instagram, on Telegram. 7 o'clock tonight, we got Border Wars. Peace. Oh, look at Tim Boski. Lucky I ain't do the whole piece. See? You always do that too. That's like the stupidest thing you could do. Hear me say goodbye and come on. Dude, you lucky I'm in a good mood.
Hey, Mr. Gibbo, what is your issue with that, man? Guy, people want to hear
Bro,
boxing, fam.
but
Let's
why
keep it on.
but my
It's more
issue
fun.
with it
It's
is
more
why
fun.
wait for me to say bye?
Oh,
Why wait for me to say goodbye that you always pop on at that last second? Like
All right,
it's just
all right. Listen.
stupidity.
No, it's not stupidity, man. It's just
All right,
cool,
man, hurry up,
love in
bro.
the
Put
community.
me on the
All right,
count. Put
bro.
me on the clock,
Ah,
bro.
no crap, man. Mr.
Yeah,
Gibbler,
bro,
man. Mr.
because you
Gibbler.
you you
I
you
listen.
bugging. You got a king
I,
counter for an hour, 24 hours, and you
my
gonna wait
country,
for the
Mr. Gibbler.
last second, bro. It's
Mr.
just
Gibbler,
like,
Mr.
come
Gibbler,
on,
Mr.
man.
Gibbler.
Just
All
do
right,
take your
listen, Mr.
call,
Gibbler.
bro. Take your call.
Listen. Give me the benefit of the doubt today. My team, my country's playing today. You know what I'm saying? We're
We
in a
don't watch
country shirt.
soccer over here.
I
Fuck that
know, but
shit.
yeah, I'm just no, I know. I'm just giving you the credentials of what's going on right now, the synopsis of the situation. That's the only reason. But thank you, I appreciate that, Mr. Gibbler. I appreciate that. Listen, back to the topic of the matter at hand. Abdullah Mason, you know what I'm saying to you, Albert Bell. It's a very, like I said, it's a very complex fight. Like Vega said, you know what I'm saying to you, we want to see Abdullah Mason these tough 50-50 bouts. I do believe it's 50-50, but just because of the dimensions of Albert Bell, you know what I'm saying to you, the winner will come out on top. Did you see that Albert Bell said he wants the winner? I don't know why. It's not to say he's looking past Abdullah Mason. Of course he can't because he doesn't have the competition level to even think like that. But did you see him say that he wants the winner of Zepeda and Roach
Nah,
and
man.
Mr. Gibbler?
Nah, man. I ain't see that. I ain't
Oh
even
yeah,
watched
yeah.
the press conference yet. When did it happen? It started. It's old. Did it happen yesterday?
No. It's just an article that
Oh,
came out. You know what I'm saying? The article came out. No, this is the time. This is a great. Obviously, patience is a virtue. You know what I'm saying? Albert Bell's been patient. He wanted the fight with my boy Archie Sharp. Couldn't get that. And we know what happened to Archie Sharp after that. But like I said, I wanted Albert Bell to be at 140, 147. That's where I believe that his weight fluctuates because there's a reason why he's not really a knockout puncher. You know what I'm saying? And he's been at what is he? He's been at 135, 130 in between those weights for some years now. So I'm looking forward to this bout. I want to see what he can. He's got a great jab. If he can use that, pump that jab out, to disrupt Abdullah Mason's rhythm, because Abdullah Mason's got, like we already know, he's got some defensive lapses. And I didn't know, Mr. Gibbler, that they've sparred a lot. They've sparred a lot, and
I
great, great.
reported that. I reported they sparred 3 times, and then the
Yeah,
report is that
oh,
Bell got the better.
hurt him, yeah. Bill, man, those sources told me that he hurt Abdullah Mason in a couple of those sparrings. He hurt him, so it is possible for him to hurt him again. Because Abdullah Mason is accessible. He is, accessible to being hurt in certain exchanges. He does like
I
to
mean,
fight.
if he
Like I
got
said,
hurt by that old journeyman,
the, the,
because people
what,
laughed at Haney for getting hit by Linares, but Linares wasn't as old as
puncher.
Velasquez. And
Not
Linares was a true puncher. Velasquez is like a journeyman. But again,
yeah, gentlemen.
these things happen on the way up, and then they never come back. It never happen
Mm-hmm.
again.
And you know what's so funny, Mr. Gibbler? It's the fact that if Abdullah Mason does fall short against Albert Bell, he's gonna get thrown underneath. He's gonna get thrown underneath the unfortunate bus. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to see that for such a young fighter that's hungry and willing to put it on the line because he didn't have to take this fight.
I
He could have
don't
said
think
no.
so. I think people know this is a tough
You may
fight.
feel like it's your time.
It's
And
it's
and
a,
and
it's a
and,
very
and
tough.
I made, you know, I did my job by explaining how tough it is. Albert Bell he's no walkover, bro. He's no
No, most definitely
walkover.
not. Most definitely not. And back to Shu Shu. I'm interested in his opponent. I'm interested in his opponent Palacios. I haven't seen much of him. I watched highlights of him. I know that he's been in America once because you know the reason why I watched him, Mr. Gibbler, because he beat my boy. He beat my boy Sigawa. You know what I'm saying? So I was interested to see that they fed him to Shu Shu. You know what I'm saying to you? He's only fought in America once. So he is a little short, very stocky, compact. He's a decent athlete for a Mexican. When I say decent athlete, we don't really hear high quality, top level athletes of Mexican descent being quick, fast feet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean. You know where I'm going with this, man. But like I said, man, it's gonna be an interesting bout. It's gonna be a tough bout. It ain't gonna be no walking apart for Shu Shu. You know the Mexicans come to fight, tough minded, durable. That's why he's undefeated, right?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Then it's undefeated. So there's a lot to be expected when we've undefeated. Another undefeated fire goes up against another undefeated fire. And like I said, I'm very impressed with Tiger Johnson and what I've seen of him late. He got a very impressive victory knockout win against Flusk. You could have won some decent money because I think the money was, I think it was a plus 250 or something over these sides for knockout on Flusk. So that was very impressive with what Tiger Johnson did. And I do want to see him. See. I'd rather that fight Devin Haney and Tiger Johnson than Keyshawn Davis and fucking Devin Haney, or Keyshawn Davis and Tiger Johnson. That's the fact. I'd rather that fight than Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis. Devin Haney's got bigger fish to fry than fucking Keyshawn Davis. But what do you think about that, Mr. Gibbler, as well? About going to purse bid 75%, 25%? Do you think that's acceptable and fair, or do you think that bout's gonna get made, or what do you think there?
Yeah, I talked about that yesterday on the second show. I think that's gonna be the news. Is Keyshawn
Okay,
taking 25%? Or is
okay.
Devin and Keyshawn going to actually be able to come to an agreement before the 20 days?
And do you think that's a pay-per-view fight? Yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, anything with Devin Haney's a pay-per-view.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And hopefully, like I said, these guys can market themselves real well. The storyline's there, it's been built. Like I said, you saw Bill on Adrian Broner's stream. You know what I'm saying? She tried to get. See, that's why I like Bill, because like I said, he knows how to connect in different ways. He's like a spider web full of connections that knows how to get to plan B to plan A to plan C to plan D. And if those plans don't work, he goes straight back to plan A. And Mr. Gibbler, again, I don't like when people say, "Oh, boxing's quiet, this and that." It's ridiculous. Stop saying that. We got great. When I say great, I'm talking about great underground cards for underground fighters. People that you might not care about, but the boxing universe cares about. We got decent cards on the horizon. Am I disagreeing, Mr. Gibbler, or do you believe that it's a quiet schedule for you, the Americans, because it's not in the world of boxing.
I
You
mean,
know what
it's
I'm saying?
picking
We got
up. It's picking up.
no,
It was
yeah,
quiet in May.
we got Gassiev, Yoka. We saw Pacheco facing off with Alim. You know what I'm saying? We got Eubank, Pafford.
You may feel like it's
Thank
your
you, Mr.
time,
Gibbler, for your time, man. We
All
got
but
we
it's
right.
got
not
great
your time.
Japanese cards. We got
Treese,
Fury.
what
Fury's
up?
coming back. Hey, Treese, you know,
Yow.
Yeah.
What up, though? What up, though?
What up?
We back. Hey, man. Bands. Is Bands coming to the fight? Did he say he coming to the fight? If not, Bands,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way you
Him
talking,
and Brandon supposed to be meeting up.
yeah, I know Brandon gonna be there. Yeah, me and Brandon definitely gonna link. But Bands, you got to see me, man. You talking a whole lot of shit, man. Your man's Abdullah is going down in flames, unfortunately, man. Like I say, I fuck with him. This is an all Ohio affair. Midwest Mafia shit. July 4th, Wallstein Center. You understand me? However, my guy, Albert Bell, we're next up, my nigga. We need this shit. This the first fight on TNT. I understand that they're trying to set the young pup up for success. But like I said, we about to put a leash on the young pup and walking. You get me? We're to the top with this shit. We up next, my nigga. And the new. That motherfucker is in trouble. But hey, Clarissa Shields, my baby. Shout out to you. I seen you had your press conference and shit like that yesterday. We got the we got Ray J versus Orlando Brown. That shit there is a little freaky, but hey man, fuck with it. I'm gonna be locked in. Might even make it to that fight in Atlanta. Fuck it, I want to see how that's gonna look. I want to see how Clarissa Shields gonna look down there in Atlanta. You feel me? Midwest Mafia business and other news. We also got Charles Conwell coming back August 1st on that Lamont Roach and Cepeda card. I'm excited to see my niggas shake back. You feel me? 154 is got a new face and shit like this at the top. Maybe we can get in the mix. I remember
Damn, is he still at 54 with all that time
I,
out?
I believe this. Unless this is, I believe so. I believe so. I think he's still at 54. I know Virgil big head ass talking about he coming back looking for a fight. I still want that fight for Charles Conwell. Virgil Ortiz talking a lot of shit like he could do something to Boots except get beat the hell out of. We'll have to see it. He'll have to show me. But that's neither here nor there, man. Like I say, this weekend, July 4th, Wolstein Center, Cleveland, Ohio, my nigga. Alberto Campana, also known as Albert Bell, my guy. And the new Abdullah Mason, you go down in flames, my guy, but I still fuck with you. But you're in trouble. Y'all be cool, man.
Fats, Baltimore.
Yeah, this nigga Alabama get knocked the fuck out.
Whoa.
Trees hyping him up and all that, but he ready to get knocked out, bro. You know, the best fighter at 135 will be defending his title Saturday. It's levels to this shit, bro. I was just watching a fight with Albert Bell. First off, he fight with that lead hand down a little too much for my liking. I mean, that shit be low as hell. You get what I'm saying? Like his feet ain't the best. I don't like his jab. I don't know what he talking about, bro. He gonna get knocked out, bro. Maybe round like I'm gonna say probably like the 10th, 9th round, something like that. Something like that. He just don't fight a tall dude fight. Ain't he like 6 feet tall?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't see him lasting too long, bro. Again that lead hand down. How you gonna get away from that jab? I don't see how you gonna get away from Abdullah jab, and I just think he's just gonna be running the whole fight. He's gonna be trying to stay out the way versus getting out the way. I just really just don't see a path of victory for him. I think the betting odds got it right. He's a 4-1 underdog. I just don't see it, bro. I don't see it at all. He undefeated still, ain't he?
Yep.
Undefeated still? Yeah. Yeah, he taking his first L. I just don't think he got it in him, bro. I don't like his fighting style. It's just whack, bro. It's just whack.
You know he
I
was
see
signed to
no.
Top Rank before.
Yeah, I know. That's why I knew his name was familiar for real. I was looking at his last fight against was he fighting a Mexican? I was watching his last fight. He was fighting a Mexican. But yeah, I just don't see him. Like I think Sam Noakes would be in him. Like I don't think he's something Abdullah Mason hasn't faced before. Like I don't even think
You know
that
Shakur was sent the contract with his name and said no
with Albert Bell.
when they both was at
Well,
26 or 30.
Well, Shakur is a no slick black fighter type of fighter. He not fighting nobody. People can think he gonna fight Tank and all these people or whoever, Devin Haney, whoever. He ain't. He's a no slick black fighter type of dude. He's not like I don't see it. I don't see it. People may get. I mean, he beat Jamel Hearn, but Jamel Hearn was like over the hill at that point. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't. Shakur's a pick and choose type of guy. I don't think he's better than Abdullah Mason. You know, he might be better than him right now at this point in time, but I don't think his ceiling is higher. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's just Albert Bell. He's in a match where he's just overwhelmed, overmatched. But you know, credit to him though. I hope he make it competitive, but I don't see it. I appreciate the call.
All right. Appreciate you. Well, we got Jaime Nieto, $5. Bills on the Ring TV running his mouth about Boots. Make the fight happen. No excuses if he's gonna talk shit. I guess he's talking about Bill Haney. Um. We got to see what Bill actually said. They would be super duper brave, bro. I can't front. It would make me crazy proud. And not that my proudness matters. I'm not part of the family, but bro, if Haney really fought fucking Boots, he's crazy, but I would be like, wow, my guy is the truth. I don't know what Bill is saying, but he got to be careful what he says because that's a tough ass fight for anybody, let alone for Haney. And there's never been no sparring rumors of them, so it ain't like they familiar with each other. So I don't know where the confidence comes from. What they done heard, what they know that we don't know, what they see that we don't see. Because that is a tough fight. Could Haney outbox him? Yeah, but I just like, how do you not get hit by Boots? Who hitting? And he walking you down, and he's walking dudes down like he just walked Xander Zayas down. So why won't he walk Devin down? Now, granted, again, a jab, boy, a jab could be special. If you can always pop a motherfucker in the face, he can't walk you down. But I mean, I don't know. That's almost impossible, bro. But that is the last call of the last super chat. Nets GT on Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on Telegram. Don't forget, we running the 4th of July special all the way until July 5th at midnight. Get my stack, get right. Spend 100, get 5%. Spend 400, get 10%. Spend 500, get 20% off all and any vials. This does not include shipping, backwater, or any pre-existing deals that already exist. That's just not how it is. But if you want to save, just hit me up. On to the next one. Peace.